Just drink unicorn farts.
Greetings
Probably be better.
and salutations. This is Roll Hit Die presenting Dungeons with Veterans. Bear with us because one of our players is running behind and has just decided to join in, so I have to fix at least two cameras. So while we do that, let's see. First few announcements. Of course, I am Dan Latham, also known as Shudrick Dagar, and my mind is apparently not exactly here at the moment. So bear with me. First of all, I do want to thank Roll20 for being our screen to use for maps for my players to be able to see what dangers are coming their direction. And okay, apparently she's having issues coming down the stairs now. Also, our miniatures and stuff, so we can actually kind of get an idea of combat. You know, when you go to accost, say, somebody walking down the street because they, don't look like you. Yeah, so, see where they're standing in the room. Also, I do want to point out next Saturday will be, or not next Saturday, this Saturday, because today is Sunday. This coming Saturday, the 7th, will be our all-day game-a-thon, I guess is the best way to do it, for children's, for Extra Life. And we said it's all set up for Children's Miracle Network, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Are you live?
Yes, we're live. As you're making all those noises coming down the stairs and walking around my desk, yes, we are live.
Okay.
It's all that long on iced tea she's been drinking.
Yeah, and the M&M she keeps taking from me.
Gotta start them young somehow, I guess.
As people...
That's a joke.
That's loud.
Yes, that is very loud.
I didn't do that to
So, as the kids are now saying nowadays with this Among Us thing, that's a little sus.
Yeah, that's a little sus.
A little sus. Alright, so as I fix the cameras, I will let my players introduce themselves and any other announcements we can take care of towards the end. So, starting below me is Sergeant Rock.
Hi, I'm Fritz. I'm a retired Air Force reservist, and I'm running Sergeant Rock, who is a World War II soldier who has found himself somehow in this strange land. And after me, Surge.
Hello, my name is Curtis Ross. Tonight I am playing Surge, an air elemental, currently. He is a shifter druid, Circle of the Moon, of course. Oh. He met these people and it's been chaos ever since. And now I'm apparently with Mai fighting a drow, apparently. Next below me is Tara.
Hi, my name's Tara. I am playing Belfie Twinblade tonight, who is exhausted and currently sleeping off some energy drink that Serge gave me. And then next would be our Corporal Punishment.
Hello, I am Christy. I play Corporal Punishment, and she is a Tiefling Paladin. And tonight she has a new pet.
Mm.
I am former U.S. Army Reserves and U.S. Navy. And below me is Marcos.
Hello, I am Marcus Scott, former Air Force. I am playing Brother Mai, who's not quite a lich yet, but it's working its way. Who's currently fighting the drow with Surge there. And below me is Todd.
Hello, Todd Meekum playing Ducks. I am doing whatever I've been doing, but I will know what that is as soon as whoever gives us the recap.
You've been sleeping.
Yeah, you slept pretty much all day last session. I went ahead and...
Wow. Hey,
Very
real life
tired.
and fantasy life are mixing. Interesting.
And last but certainly not least...
One person who hasn't talked.
Yes, you.
My name is Fallon, and I play as Melina, the newest group. I'm member of the group, who is a Sorlock. And yep,
Yes, and she has also been sleeping pretty much for the last, I guess, two sessions, so...
Yeah, she's...
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Well, I think what happened is she met us, saw what we were doing, and was like, I don't know if I want to be with these people. I don't know if these people are the ones I want to talk to. Maybe I'll wait for the next.
Maybe I'll wait for the next group that comes up. Hold on a second. Surge froze on my side. There he is. Okay, he's back. I was making sure his camera wasn't about to kick him out.
Yeah, no, my camera's been freezing on me, I've noticed.
All right, so to help Dux and, well, Fallon, who is going to give us our recap for what happened last session for that precious gooey reward? The
I'm good to
precious
go
ooey
unless someone
gooey.
else wants it. Rock, you were saying how you had some notes?
Go ahead and take it.
Okay, so we woke up around noon the next day, differing depending on what time we had gone to sleep. And when we walked down, we all heard the patrons talking about the night before the heist that we had done and how 2 of the guards had died that night. I did not know about this. So, as we found out, there was a cube inside that had decided to take care of 2 of those guards before they were able to kill it. So,
Gelatinous cube.
yes, that was in the container holding the item that Belfi had taken. So we then talked about the night before in a roundabout way, not to give out so much information that we may have been the ones doing the whole ordeal. And we decided to go about our day. Belfi went to the Thieves Guild and talked to them. May I myself went to the Enchanter, got his items. Then afterwards we went to Hidden Little Treasures, picked up a few items. Rock was about. He was watching the Hidden Little Treasures where the kids were invisible. I picked up a Cloak of Billowing because why not? It was there. We talked to him and made sure nothing off had happened and that everything was, all the inventory was still there, besides the cloak I had just bought. After that, we went to the jailhouse, and May I wanted to get a restraining order against Lady Alora. And after claiming how her maid or butler or whoever had delivered the letter was an awful, terrible, mean person, turned out that was one of the clerks that had delivered him the restraining order, not one of her butlers. He ended up not getting a restraining order, and that just wasted several hours of our day. So we went back to the Enchanter. I got my armor, where he also wanted to get the little Nogpaw skull that we had come across earlier to be enchanted. We went to find a fine place to eat, but that did not happen. We ended up hearing about this little rundown hole in the wall called the Merchant's Bat, I believe. And then the guy said, well, I mean, I'm not going to go out in there. I'll just go to the Brown Plaster Inn. That's much better. So, of course, we knew at that point we didn't find anything. So we made our way back to the inn, and we arrived and got dinner. Rock wanted something called a cheeseburger and fries. No idea what that was. Maybe some hash browns. Who knows? So he went back and showed them how to make a cheeseburger and fries. And it turned out very well in my eyes. After dinner, Belfi went to sleep. I offered her my Rug of Smothering to set out. And we left. She went to sleep. Don't know what Dux is doing. Probably still sleeping. Me, Rock, and May I all went to where the sewer entrance is. And I saw May I being trailed by a dark figure. And I was floating about in the sky as an earth elemental, all sneaky, stealthy-like. And I told him, he contacted me asking where I was, what I saw, what was going on. I told him he was being trailed, told him the description of the fella. He went down an alley. The person approached the alley but was hiding in some bushes across the street. So after a few more messages being thrown back and forth, I told him to talk to Rock. He called me again, and that's when he turned and faced the fellow that had been trailing him, because I told him about him. I went up behind the guy. The drow, as we see him now, I assume, cast a spell towards May I, which May I counterspelled, and that's when the initiative started. He got a couple hits from me, and that's where we ended the session.
All right, well, give me a d20, and we'll see what benefit. Yeah,
16.
summon neighbor spell.
Yay! You get the temporary hit point card.
Okay, I got 2 of those now.
Now I do know that Corporal Punishment was mentioned in her introduction of having a new pet, but she's not cast that spell yet to summon her new mount. So she'll have to do that sometime this evening. Alright, so with the initiative rolled, and everybody is brought up to snuff as far as how things have gone, we have 3 that are currently at the inn. 1, I guess, is over at the stables, and then, of course, you 3. So, nothing wrong with splitting the party, right?
Oh,
Nighttime.
nothing ever goes wrong.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Completely fine, as far as I'm aware of.
Yeah. Currently, I am. Currently.
Yep. One thing that didn't get mentioned is that over by the sewer grate, there's a
Rug is mothering as well.
mothering.
And that is where Sergeant Rock is off to the side watching that sewer grate for any
He's
kind
got to keep
of...
an eye on it.
Yep.
You know, we're going to deal with this and hopefully come back to that, and the rug's going to be wrapped up around some child, I'm sure of it.
That's a concern I have. Is if
The
I walk
only
with
one
it-
in the city.
Yeah.
It's always a good idea to put those thoughts in the DM's head before we start.
Yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
So, with that,
Did you give us the temporary hit points this morning, Rock?
Aspiring Leader was done last session, so if you had them from last session, be sure you keep track of it.
Yep, just making
Unless
sure.
you're asleep.
Yeah,
in which
Inspiring
case
Leader
they're
wasn't given
gone.
to you this turn. That
That is when they go away, when you take a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So
I haven't
those who are
done
resting
that.
will not have it. Those who are still awake do. And every time you puff out stuff out, the way your background's set up, Marcus, it almost looks like you're trying to go ethereal on your own there with your cigarette smoke blowing everywhere.
That's the plan.
You did throw up your hood
Yep.
when you looked at the guy.
Yeah. I am.
So you
Like
are
a kid.
currently ethereal on your cloak.
Yep.
All right, and so let's.
And Rock is invisible over there with his hood up.
Yeah, Rock is invisible. He thinks. All right, so.
Yeah.
But you've fired off a spell. Oh, you did a counter spell.
Yes, because he tried to fairy
Yep.
fire me.
Okay, so you're not hiding.
Yep, he spelled, he counterspelled. I came up from behind, slapped him twice. End of last session.
Why did that
Beginning of initiative,
do
basically.
that? Oh, okay. So 14 does not hit you. Oh, it's rolling the damage dice to go with it. It didn't do that at all Friday, but it's doing it today.
Oh, that's useful.
I know why, because before I was hitting it differently. 16 also doesn't hit you, correct?
Correct.
All right, so 2 little bolts that he fired from a hand crossbow.
We're getting music.
We are? I'm not hearing any.
Fleetwood Mac is what I'm hearing.
On the stream?
No, nothing on my end on the stream.
That's
I
on
don't
my
hear
end.
anything.
Check to see if you got it playing in the background on yours.
Okay, must be me somewhere.
You might have another screen or something brought up in the back that's playing a commercial or
Oh,
something.
it was a commercial playing, sorry.
No problem. I'd rather know for certain that it wasn't playing over the stream because we don't have copyrights for any of that stuff.
I know, we don't have, like, music in our stream. I was like, where the hell is that coming from? Okay,
Even
sorry.
if you do, it's still a pain with YouTube and Twitch.
Because that's why I don't use Sirenscape anymore for our music and stuff, is because technically being a subscriber for Sirenscape and giving a shout out in the chats and stuff about it, giving them credit, doesn't matter. Some guy somewhere is claiming copyrights on the music that's played off of Sirenscape. So, all right, so that was his turn. He is also on the ground. What he will do, let me make sure I am on the right layer for this. You're up above him.
Yep.
So I'm going to move this way.
Yeah, I wasn't, like, I didn't put myself on top of him, but I was, like, floating above him where I had hit him.
So keeping his back to you, let's see.
Did he disengage?
Well, you're above him though. Are you within
I-
melee range?
I wasn't on the roof, but I put myself there so that I wasn't like blocking
Yeah,
your
he did
ability to move him. If that
2
makes
slam
sense.
attacks last game.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, go ahead and take your attack of opportunity. I didn't realize that. Did I? Yeah, because he's got 2 points.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because you took a good bit of chunk out of his hit points.
yep. I will attempt to make a slam at him. Quick question. It's an attack of opportunity. Could I use any attack action?
As long as it's a melee.
Okay, that's more of a breath attack. Never mind then.
Yes, it has to be a melee based, unless you have. Oh, is it combat? Is it combat caster?
Warcaster, but I
Warcaster.
don't have any spells I can cast right now. So,
Do you have that as a feat?
yeah, I have Warcaster as a feat, but I don't have any spells in this form
Gotcha.
that I can cast. So,
So-
20 for 13 magical bludgeoning.
20 for 13. I'll take you 13.
Yep.
And
I
I will
was just-
move up to the corner of the building.
Okay, I will move myself down so it's a little there. I just didn't want to be on top of him, so you would have to be
Oh yeah.
fiddling around trying to get your guy.
So, all right, Sergeant Rock. I don't think from this distance you're going to hear anything.
Then I watch the rug of smothering.
All right, hold on.
What do you do on your turn? I stare
Yeah.
intently.
Although I did glance over my shoulder and see Earth Elemental mucking about on the roof there, and I glance back and it's gone. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on over there?
I don't know if you'd be able to see it. That's the problem.
He's got
Yeah.
he's got his devil's sight, and it was I was
Yeah,
devil's
but you
sight's
got
120.
you got this building here and this building here, so I didn't know.
So
if
this is only 15 feet tall, and this
his
one's
sight would be
30
blocked.
feet tall.
Cause see how close he is to that building.
But when he was
Maybe.
above the building, I caught him. I caught a glimpse of him, and then I glanced back and he's gone. So
Okay,
he's
we'll take that into
behind the building.
consideration then. We'll say you We'll say
Said he's
you,
being attacked by
you
air
saw him and
elementals.
you saw the air elemental and you saw the air elemental move. So
So, but I figured they'd just come in here to talk to me and go, hey, what's going on tonight?
all right, so
I don't know there's combat because I didn't hear any thump, thump.
precisely. So you're going to
Um,
continue keeping an eye on that.
Can
Now,
I
there's-
mention something real quick?
There's not been any clash of steel, so there's not that. And
I'm
you're
trying to-
hitting as an air elemental, so I don't know if it'd cause really much of a thump noise.
I don't think I'm ever in wild shape unless we're in combat.
No,
or if
you've
I'm
been in wild
continuing
shape to
from.
fly.
Oh, yeah.
You flew from
Fair
that
enough.
house as an owl.
Okay.
And,
yeah. I just
um,
am trying to recall, like, an elemental shape or versus like a raven or an owl.
Well, that's also taking, assuming you're the elemental that he's talking about. that
Yes,
he
yes.
saw.
I'm just putting that out there.
So
Rock's not really that bright.
we weren't going to say anything.
Would it be intelligence or wisdom?
All right, so brother, may I? This dark elf that you thought was following you, you guys have attacked. He
He
retaliated.
attacked first.
No, he did attack first.
He cast a spell on me.
He cast a spell.
That's attacking.
Depends upon the spell.
It's an attack.
You
It
didn't
was
check to see
aggressive
what kind of
move.
spell it was. He could have just been casting, I don't know, create good berries. You didn't give him a chance to figure out what the spell was. You just, nope, you ain't having it.
Well,
Oh, that spell, huh?
All right, so that's what I said. It's a wisdom save on that. Yeah. that-
yes,
yes.
18.
All right.
A heck of a misunderstanding to have if it's
It's
Yeah.
also a weird thing to be following someone in the middle of the street in the middle of the night.
Okay, you have grappled him. I rolled a 7.
Okay.
And how much damage do I take?
Oh,
Nice.
10 points.
all right. 5, 10, 15. right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you following me?
Okay. What are you doing, Surge?
He's going to ask him why he's following him. I'll be the bad cop, and because I'm here, I'll move over to him. Is there a way I could get flanking with May I? Because I can squeeze as an air elemental between an inch.
Well, I'll let you.
Okay. I'm going to be
Not that
flanking
you
with
need
May
it
I.
because he's grappled.
True, but just in case.
Okay.
This will be rolled with advantage. Twice. Okay. So 27 for 14 and 21 for 20. 34 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
So, like, he can't answer if you kill him.
That
This is bludgeoning damage, not piercing or slashing.
You
can
did
still
say it was
kill him.
non-lethal.
Internal bleeding's a thing.
It's
All right.
fine. It heals. And then I will also repeat what he said, except in Orin, because that's what I can speak.
Yep. And you seem to be talking to an unconscious body.
Oh, okay.
Spare the dying.
Rob Cox is here. Says, was that May I yelling at somebody?
So he's unconscious.
Yeah, hold on. We're still in initiative.
Oh,
It sure is a nice night, isn't it there, soldier?
Is there somebody over here?
You hear somebody talking nearby.
Do I recognize that voice?
Mm-mm, not at all.
Well, I'm pretty upset because I'm all invisible and stuff. Person talking to me.
Yep, I know.
But Rock's not going to let on. He's going to stay quiet and go, they're bluffing. Nobody can see me. I've got a cloak of invisibility. So he's just going to stay quiet, but glance around to see if he can see anything. And if they happen to be within 30 feet,
So, how about you give me a Constitution saving throw?
I think I'm going to use advantage on this one. I have 2 of those. I didn't need it.
Oh, so you take half the damage. So let's go ahead and roll it for the damage. 20 points of damage as this guy here, as soon as I get him to the right lair, steps out of the shadow on the other side of the house and hits you with a spell. And he seems to know where you're at. And in case you're curious, that's why.
And it's a trap.
Oh yeah, it looks like a dark elf.
All right, well, he just wiped out all of my 10 hit points. Little weasel.
And he is now in the initiative order. So with that, this guy's unconscious, but you've cast Spare the Dying?
well,
You said you did,
that's a
so
bonus
that's
action. Well, I'm just saying.
it
it's
is bonus action. It's not a reaction.
Right.
All right. Well, I mean, it's his turn, so he is unconscious. So let me go ahead and roll this. All right. Now, Sergeant Rock, you've been hit with a harm spell.
That's pretty harmful. I glance over at that guy and go, I'm going to have to ask you to stay here for questioning. And I will go big. I cast Force Cage right on him. I do the one that's sealed up. So it's just a 10 foot by 10 foot solid block.
Okay. And let's see, there's a save for that, which is
No.
There's a
No.
save to get out of it.
If a creature
it
tries
feels
to
like
use
super
teleportation or
interesting.
interplanar travel, first make a charisma spell. Gotcha. I don't take any damage. It's just a cage, right?
Right.
Mhm.
All right, noted. So that was you. You got any movement you want to do?
Yeah. I have to go over here. Now that I've got the suspect, I reckon I don't need to be leaving a rug of smothering sitting around out there. It's dangerous, so I'll go pick it up.
Okay.
Head over there to pick it up.
All right, brother. May I? What are you doing?
I will holler for guards, and I guess for I'll do spare the dying on this guy, and then tie him up.
Well, he's still tied up with your spell.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Oh, is that last minute, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't cause damage every round, does it? I can't remember.
I think it.
End of their turn,
Ooh, so he would have.
I think.
Yeah. At the end of the turn, they can try wisdom save.
Break free. Yeah. Not
Okay, so
not damage. Damage is only initial.
yeah, it's
Good.
So yeah,
Well,
it's not.
maybe. All right. So you cast Spare the Dying, so I don't have to worry about that no more.
Yeah, and then he's tied up, so I'll start checking his pockets and all that. That's my action.
Okay. No calling for the guards.
No, is hollering out guards a free action, or is that a?
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
Do I need to do an investigation check, or would I have time to search his body thoroughly?
You have to do an investigation check, which you've already done in action. No, this will be your action investigation. All right.
Yeah, because spare the dying's bonus action.
All right. So let's roll this. All right. All right. So for you, let's see, Surge.
Well, I see he's got this under control. He's got guards coming. I'm gonna, like, in my swirling form, like, find a little rock and just kind of push it out towards May I, and it's gonna fall on the ground. And I'm gonna move up 30 feet to the top of this house and over
And you'll see
where Rock was.
You see Sergeant Rock going towards the whatever. Yeah.
You
Sure,
see a
Rick.
new key that appears to have appeared since last you glanced over here.
Yep. And I probably don't see the
You do
key,
see the
but-
force cage.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
think.
then I'll
I
just-
think it's kind of lit.
Oh, it's invisible, right? And a mobile, invisible. I even forgot
Yeah,
about
I'll go, like, face first into this.
All right. Schmoop.
But it's at the end of my movement, so
All right.
yeah, I'll be under a tree just, like, staring at him. And then looking at Rock, and then
What level spell is force cage?
that. 7.
All right. So no, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Do I want to do this? There. So now let me roll. Well, that didn't
You
work
might
out so
want to
well.
read the last sentence of the description
Of mine?
of the force cage spell.
Where's your force gauge spell? There it is.
also extends into ethereal plane.
This spell can't be
And-
dispelled by dispel magic. That's why. So I couldn't even use the spell. Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah,
All right.
I think
But I do need to make a saving throw if I want to get out of there.
pretty nasty nonetheless.
unless you want to use that roll for your.
Okay, so I will cast a spell. And I think that will be done. And what spells does your thing say that I can't use to get out of it?
Misty Step you can't get out of. Plane Shift you can't get out of. You have to try and roll a save against his
Teleportation
charisma.
Yeah, or planar travel. But I have to do a charisma saving throw.
And I think it's a 20, you said?
Yeah.
Charisma 20.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So, like I said, I cast a spell. And we'll leave it at that. So, you've done Spare the Dying. Okay, so after, you get a couple guards come up to you, Brother May I, and there's only like 2 or 3 of them at the moment. Might have been around the corner or nearby. What's going on here? What are you doing?
I will.
Why are you going through that man's pockets?
I'll move my hood back, so I'm no longer a wraith to them, because that would probably freak them out.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were looking at a wraith, so let me roll some attacks.
Okay.
Because
I'm dead. Oh no.
These guards love you.
Alright, so
You're so getting kicked out of the town.
I forgot about you having that thing up.
Yep.
And apparently so did you.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw him coming, then boof. It's like, whatever.
Alright, so there's 3 of them. So let's go ahead and bring out a couple guards here. We'll use these guys as guards. Let's see, 2 of them from this direction, 1 of them from up here. There's a wraith. It's got some guy held up in the air. Alright, so I'm not getting close to you. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 22 to hit for 2 of them.
All right, those hit.
Alright, and you'll take 5, 6, 7 total piercing damage as these spears come flying at you.
Said 7.
7 points total, yes.
Being non-corporeal. Are you actually non-corporeal?
He takes on the appearance, the appearance of incorporeal, but he has to cast extra slots to be able to pass through walls, so he's not technically incorporeal.
Okay.
Gives him the look.
Yeah.
He's got the look.
Oh,
Okay.
so you
Keep
roll
up
concentration on the thing.
Yep.
Yep. So, yeah, the guards are coming towards you. They're hollering, "What are you doing with that man?" I'm still unconscious, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll skip past me.
Not dying, but
Yeah,
unconscious.
he spared the dying on me. Alright, so Sergeant Rock. You actually hear guards hollering and screaming a couple blocks away.
Well, I don't want to get in trouble for leaving this thing out. So I open my bag of holding and cast Mage Hand to pull it into the bag of holding.
Okay,
I don't want to get sucked in again.
gotcha.
And I glance back. Is my quarry still in this little cage?
He still looks like he's just standing there, non-pulsed, I guess is the proper phrase.
All right.
As if, it's a minor inconvenience.
All right. Well, that's it.
Alright,
Like a smothering removed.
Brother May I?
I will drop back my hood, pull out my Fed badge.
Oh Jesus!
This is the guy who was reported that I reported last night. They are the ones that are responsible for the missing children.
Well, I can't respond to you at the moment. Not really. It's not my turn. But I know, you know what, they can respond. It's kind of free. This one right here will ask you if you have proof of that. And you notice that they are not grabbing, to shoot or throw anything at you at this point in time, and they can't move any closer at the moment. So, Surge, you hear the guards.
I'm not going to be associated with him right now. More guards, another lady, whatever. Now he's licking this guy's feet.
I'm not looking at that guy's feet.
No, you're just going through his pockets when the guards came up, dressed as looking like a wraith.
So yeah, I am going to look at this force cage
Mm-hmm.
that I've never seen before, because I was outside of the house when you cast it the first time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's kind of a neat toy.
Yeah, and I am going to hit the cage. Just like tonk.
Does it hit in the cage? I don't think causes any kind of damage.
No.
Yeah, because I've never seen this before. It's just weird. So, and nothing can really get into it. I'm just like feeling around as an air elemental. It's like I can normally squeeze through things, but with this I can't. So, I'm just confused. And then I'm gonna go up into a tree. Just gonna hide in this tree. That'll be me.
All right.
Oof. And would you say touching around and looking at the cage would be my action, or could that be kind of like a bonus action thing?
I mean, you're not really doing anything. So, what kind of action would you like to try?
I'm going to be in this tree and hide.
Okay, you want to roll me a hide check then? Go ahead and roll stealth.
All right. This is going to be normal roll. Got to change that. And
You think-
perfect.
You think
Now-
The tree is rustling like crazy.
Yeah.
It's an it's an air elemental, but I still have passed without trace because I haven't gotten hit.
Yeah.
So that's a 16.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, you think you're hidden, but all the other trees are sitting still, and yours is making little rustling sounds.
Lots of squirrels.
Mm-hmm. Lots of squirrels. All right, so now it's my turn, and I'm going to cast another spell. All right. Done. Yeah, okay, that works. So with that, we are now back to the guards, and they move up. What are you doing with this man? Where's the proof that this is the man you were looking for last night? And who are you?
I am Brother May I. If you talk to your guard captain, he'll explain everything. Also, if you look down that alley, you'll see that he shot at me first. I was defending myself. He's unconscious. He's still alive. I was rummaging through to see if I can find any kind of identification on him.
Did you find any? I mean, what are you expecting to find? Like a...
Do we have identification?
I mean, what do you mean by identification? Is he going to have his name on his underwear or something?
I mean, in particular order or anything like this. To the south of us is a grate, and that's where I believe I lost this guy at last night.
Is that where you were coming from tonight?
We were going to inspect it, and I noticed this guy was following me. I turned to confront him. He tries to cast a spell on me and then shoots me with crossbow bolts. Like I said, you could look down the islands, find the ones that he missed me with. And I was able to tie him up and knock him out.
Can you let him go?
Yeah, I'll dispel that, and then
All right. So
Right.
one will put manacles on him, and the other one will look at you, grab you by your shoulder, and say, "All right, well, let's go to the precinct and sort this out."
all right.
Man, they're gonna know your name there by heart.
All right. So the four of you will start making your way towards precinct for questioning.
I don't suppose the precinct house is to the south.
No, it's not.
Of course not. It's
I want
it's probably
in the force cage before they
Because
wander off.
remember, they stopped on their way here.
actually this is north. Map is cockeyed.
Yeah, map's a little sideways. But remember, May I and Surge came from the precinct on their way here.
Yeah, we came from the east.
All right, so you
So
guys
we
are
were coming west.
you guys
and I
are
told,
out of it.
And I told May I that I saw rock north west of us.
You want to see the grate before we head down
No,
there? Or?
we don't need to see the grade. Apparently, you have the person you think is the person involved in custody, so we'll take you both in for questioning. We can sort this all out there.
Okay, he may have more associates. I mean, there may be a drow infestation in your town here that's stealing all your children.
Well, we'll deal with that. Right now, we need to go turn him in. I mean, we can't just stand here and leave him in the streets.
Oh, I know.
We have to go take a statement. Let's go do it.
All right.
You're going the wrong way.
Need help carrying him?
No, I don't need any help carrying him. All right.
Guess what?
There we go. All right, he's unconscious still. You spared the dying. Sergeant Rock, you've got your rug. The tree is rustling behind the guy in the cage, but he seems to be standing there. What are you doing?
I'm walking back. In fact, I'm running back
I need to check something.
to, yes, this is where it was. But as I do that, I'm like calling out, Serge, I assume that's you in the tree, but I can't speak on it, so I don't know if Serge can understand me.
Tree still rustles. I'm hidden. You don't know I'm here.
Yeah. And this thing doesn't really tell me, but it's a wall of force. So I don't know if he could hear me inside there.
Did that green thing just move?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
I noticed it, but I wasn't going to say anything yet.
yeah. I'll go ahead and ask, hey, what are you doing with those kids? We're looking for them, and we're going to stop you from grabbing any more. Does he look like he can hear me or acknowledge in any way?
He puts his hand to his ear, kind of leans towards you, and then just puts his hands up.
All right. Well, so fun fact about force gauge there, if you look at the description, it's just going to be there for an hour. It's not a concentration spell.
Mhm.
There's nothing I can do with it. It's stuck there for an hour.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yep, he can breathe in there.
Yeah.
But
When he does that whole ear thing, can I make an insight check to see if he's bullshitting
I mean, sure. I mean,
or passive or whatever you want to go by?
you can. I mean, if you want to see if he's bullshitting or not, he's not spoken. I mean,
He was casting spells earlier. Were any of those verbal spells?
you know what? It's a good question.
yeah.
Since I was right here,
Yeah, I mean, you can give me a perception roll to see if you would have heard him whisper anything in particular inside this force gauge.
oh,
Because it doesn't actually state whether or not it stops sound. It's just force.
yep, big money, no whammies. 27.
You think he may have heard some sort of whispering?
Okay.
Oh, here's one more action before we leave Rock's turn. He says, well, I reckon the police are going to want to have a chat with you, so I might as well call him over here. And he'll use minor illusion to make the sounds of a police whistle. Weep, weep, weep. Should be heard for a couple blocks around. These guys over here might even hear it.
They might. We'll
I
see.
need to just buy people the signal whistles that I have
Nope.
because I can't use it right now.
I
Really, what
rolled-
you
I
could've
rolled
done is just
two on
stuck
that
it in me.
section, so let's see.
Just grab your whistle, stick it in me, and all the wind going through it just makes things
Did you
scream.
hear something? I
But
didn't hear
minor
anything. We
illusion
need to
can
get back
make
to the
sounds.
shop.
I'm just making the sound of a
I thought I
whistle.
heard something. All right.
Did I do a perception, see if I hear it?
You can if you like. Not that you know what it is, but yeah. Yeah, you hear some sort of weird Claxton alarms type thing going off, or whatever whistle going off.
I'll turn the guard who heard it and say, "What is that?"
I don't know. Somebody else have to check it out. I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, standard protocol when you have a prisoner in custody, you're supposed to take him back. You can't investigate anything else.
You want to call more guards out that way?
I'm sure somebody over that direction might show up and check it out. If not, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Wow, I'd hate to be in trouble in this town.
Would you? I will tell you right now, as far as these guys are concerned, they've got 2 prisoners in custody. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to put that out loud, was
Do what, huh?
I? Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm a federale.
They don't know.
Federal.
You're expecting this low-level dude to know exactly what that badge means?
True.
You think they're gonna obtain by the what that badge means?
You've already you've definitely made friends in the precinct with your flashnet thing, so...
Yeah, it was just like, oh, this guy's not gonna like it if we say that we are. I'm a federal. It's like he's not gonna like that if I try and push onto his territory. I know. Okay, there you go, may I? Best buds right now. Perfect.
All right, so...
I tried to be helpful when I came into town, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. So that was it for yours. You have anything else you want to do other than that while you were talking?
I will use my 4th level spell to send sending to Rock. Say, hey, we got the guy in custody. I'm taking him back to the precinct with the guards.
Well, I don't know who the hell you have over there. I got the guy in custody over here. He's in my force cage.
Okay, I'll turn to one of the guards. Apparently there's a second one in a force cage back there, wherever the hell that is. My buddy who was watching the grate apparently caught one as well.
Caught what?
Apparently his buddy here. But he says he has the guy in custody. So apparently there's 2 of them.
Where's your buddy at? And why are you guys acting like City Watch arresting people you find in the streets?
Because I am part of the Keepers. We are been investigating the missing children. We have
So you just arrest somebody arbitrarily in the street as a keeper?
When he shoots at me, yes. I was just going to talk to him. He tried casting spells and then shoot me and all this. Luckily,
you said that. We'll take care of that when we get downtown.
Well, what about the other guy down here?
He nods to one of them, and let's see. You guys are heading this way.
Yeah.
The dragging him you're walking with. This one will start walking back this direction. We'll send him to go check it out.
All right, I got one.
All right, Surge.
Oh, I'm gonna look at Rock through the force cage, point at that guy, and Orin, while mimicking, I can hear him. I'm gonna, crude sign language with this cloud with the vague semblance of a face according to the description, and he's gonna be hearing me from the other side of the force cage, talking to him, talking to Rock. So I'm talking, trying to, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and become a screaming whirlwind of a cyclone.
Okay.
to try and attract attention over here.
All right.
And while I'm here, I'm going to do that. I'm going to expend my whirlwind recharge. So he's not going to take any damage. So it's just to do the whole whirlwind. Like I'm going to speed up, scream, and do what the thing says.
You're trained.
I turn myself into a screaming cyclone.
Sounds like a good time.
It is. It breaks my stealth, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. All right. So,
Yep. And 90 feet straight into the air.
so this guy here is standing there. He reaches in his pouch. He pulls out something, rubs it together. Let's see. Yep. Does some gestures with his hand, whispers something, and all of a sudden turns into a spider. And then the next thing you know, the spider vanishes. So, let's.
Does it look like he actually went invisible or tried to beam out?
It looks like he turned into a spider and then vanished.
But vanishing
Sure.
can mean a couple of different things.
You have witch sight. What's that do?
He is
Oh,
not
yeah,
invisible. He is not invisible. You don't see somebody there. Okay. Arcana. You're certain whatever creature he polymorphed himself into has an ability that made it vanish.
So a little white and blue spider.
Yes, it was a little white and blue spider.
Those things are pretty cool.
Fun.
All right, so that was that. Top of the round, you got guards coming from this side, guards coming from this side.
So when he phases, is it actually a teleport or some kind of movement? Does he move from point A to point B?
It's
As far as you know, with the 7 Arcana, he vanished, and you don't see him. You want to give me a nature check, maybe? Oh, which site you don't see him? So I'm saying you don't see him at all.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about with the whole witch sight thing.
He is not invisible. He is not there. So with a 5 nature, you don't have any idea exactly what just transpired. You're certain he probably turned himself into some creature that had the ability to do something, but what that was, you're kind of vague on. All right, so let's check something out. All right, good. All right, good. All right, so guards show up. What's that noise? What are y'all doing? What are you doing? Not what y'all, but what are you doing? And what the fuck's wrong with that damn tree?
I went 90 feet into the air after doing that. Just
Oh yeah, weather. Yeah.
So the tree is mellowed out a little.
The tree's mellowed out, but there's this whirlwind up in the air. Why are you
90
standing
feet.
outside in the possible? What the hell is that?
Oh, boys, we're dealing with powerful magic here, and the guy that's stealing the kids. Well, we're on the investigation for those guys, but they have unbelievable powers.
Is that what's doing that up there?
No, that's the good guy.
That's a good guy.
Yeah, we're the ones that are. You
Where-
gotta be
where-
powerful. to
Where's
take
the
these
good
guys.
guy that cast that spell? What spell is that? I've never seen a spell like that.
Talking about the whirlwind?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a buddy of mine. He can do that kind of whirlwind thing. He's a druid.
Well, where is he?
Well, I gotta ask you something. See that grate over there, that sewer grate?
Yeah,
You happen to know where that leads?
the sewers.
Yeah, we got drill coming out from there. I don't think they live in the sewers. Does it go somewhere else?
I don't know. I don't work in the sewers. You might want to talk to sanitation for that.
All right, well, nothing I can do about that then.
What do you... So what's with the whistling and with all the noise?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. A drow elf showed up, cast a harmful spell on me, smarted a little bit. We caught him in my force cage. He got out of the force cage. It's not your average creature can do that. He's a super being. So he got away. He's probably going to go steal more children. You guys, you're powerless. You can't do anything about it. So you might as well go back on your patrol. You're a waste of my time.
Fuck
That's
you,
all right.
man. I got better things to do than listen to your bullshit. I'm leaving.
Yeah, head on out. You piss these guys off, they'll just slaughter all of you. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to watch the sewer grate up
So
close.
you call my attention, and you're like, fuck it. I don't need you. What
Yep.
the hell's going on with the goddamn map?
Yep, these guys can beam out of a force cage. They can destroy everybody in the city like a nuclear bomb. Best they don't even get involved.
So I'll go move the guards over here. This one here will make it around the corner about that time. We're like, well, fine, fuck it then. I guess I'll just head back this way. All right, so there's that. What are you doing now, Sergeant Rock?
On the rugged smothering back down over the sewer grate.
Okay,
Right on top of it.
brother, may I?
Yes.
Give me a perception.
Perception.
Good enough. As you guys are walking further up the street, you got 120 vision or whatever. You see the guard get to the corner, turn, look, and then shake his head and start walking back up towards you guys.
Okay. Huh. I guess he didn't see him.
What would you like to do?
I'll continue walking with the guards.
Hey, Serge.
I'm just gonna do look over and see Rock go back over there, set up the rug. It's like, what are we doing? He's going away. You're here. So I'll
Thank you.
go 90 feet angled towards Rock. So not gonna get very far at this point, but I'll be coming down, and then I'll do a little bit of this number, wherever that number is. A little bit of try and stealth up. So, oh well, that rolled it to you. You still see it. That's a 26. I
Okay.
rolled it off the wrong sheet.
Okay, you think you're hidden, and you're moving towards where?
Rock.
All right. So
So,
all
yeah.
that doesn't even see you.
Yep. I'm angling, so I'm probably like somewhere around here. Going 90 feet downwards.
And then what?
That's me.
Okay. Guards continue moving on. Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, Rock's just watching the sewer grate, seeing if the super being that got out of the force cage is going to try and go back down through the sewer. I assume not, but he's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. These guys have the power of gods. This is hopeless.
Power of gods. To answer your question, Marcus, probably.
Okay.
That was my guess too.
All right. So I'm gonna take us out of initiative.
Okay.
How long does that force cage last?
1 hour.
Okay. And you can't dismiss it or anything, right?
No, stuck there.
I was gonna try and mime with Rock, like point at the cage. Where's he at? What's the deal?
All right, I'm gonna take us out of initiative because Mai is being escorted to the precinct, so they're heading up that direction. No sense in just rehashing that each time.
They at least have that drow, right?
He's unconscious. They have him. You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't
so
know.
that
Mai hasn't
drow-
said anything else, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him. I haven't healed him or anything. He's just knocked the hell out.
Several guards have seen that drow. So there is no question about drow now among the guards.
You really beat the shit out of that guy, man.
You did.
Nah, you're the only one there.
Yeah.
You beat the shit out of that guy.
So, you just gonna hang out here for the whole hour while that cage is up?
Yep. Yeah, he's going to keep an eye on it in case somebody runs into it. And he has to stay here and watch his rug. I don't want somebody innocent getting caught.
All right. So after about an hour after your spell is done, unless you guys want to do anything else within that hour.
I'm just seeing if I could get any info out of Rock, like where'd the guy go, what happened, but I'm not coming out of form. It's just kind of like mimicking.
So do I know that you can understand me if you're in that form?
Yeah, he can understand you.
I have my mental capacity still. I just
Oh.
lose some abilities to speak, but I gain some others.
All right. So, yeah, I'll just say to you, yeah, that guy got out of a force cage. I don't know how you do that, but maybe he just got lucky. But, yeah, nothing we can do against that kind of superpower. So, yeah, what we're up against is beyond just lichdom. This is amazing.
I'm going to point at your feet, and I'm going to, like, point at your left foot, then your right foot, putting, like, marks in front of you, like, following your footprints, like...
I don't know where he went. He just got away.
All right. So about an hour or so later, after
like a
casting your
mimic, it's
spell,
just like...
your force cage disappears.
Ew.
I'll be over here by
Can
the
I
force
get rid of-
cage, just
nope,
like hanging
I am
out.
in the wrong section for that. So let's do this. There we go. Delete the force cage. As soon as your force cage disappears, a spider comes out of nowhere.
Dear Lord, step on it.
Well, it's a big blue and white spider. And it's, let's see, where am I at? I'm on the wrong section. Here we go. So
I'll have stayed stealth the duration.
it will,
Oh, of course, Rock would have put his hood up so that he's invisible during this time.
it'll move between the buildings where it turns into a drow because that spell's time is up. That spell ends like 12 seconds after your force cage ends.
Once he sees that there's a figure going off over here, he will just run. He's not even going to grab his rug. He's just going to start running over there.
All right. So
Well,
what he
he's
will
going to go
do.
around the corner.
Yep. Give me just
Yeah.
a second.
I'll be with Rock. Stealthed up.
As he takes off running, he casts a spell and leaves the ground.
Perfect.
Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Rock doesn't want to lose sight of him, so he's going to cast a powerful spell.
Eldritch Blast.
Try to catch up. No, I can't see him. I got to be able to catch him.
So,
So,
let's see. This guy is
I'll go ahead and
currently.
do my favorite
There we go.
bar
Something-
step. So I run 30 feet, and then I teleport 60 feet.
All right.
Casting that spell as a bonus action.
Well, as soon as you get to where you're going, you literally see that he is taking off flying.
How high in the
All
air
right.
is he?
So I did 30-foot
Well,
move. I did a
as of right
60-foot
now, he's
bonus
not that
action.
far up because he only has so much movement rate.
Cool.
So, gosh, that's really cool that he's flying off like that. Ain't no such thing as magic.
You gonna do something first?
It's got a 120-foot range. cast a spell magic on him.
Mm.
I choose to use a 5th level slot because that's all I have is 5th level slots.
Yes, that's right. Well, okay. So he goes to take off flying. As soon as he gets a little bit off the ground, he starts to fall.
I'll enter his space if I can
And
do
as
so.
he starts to fall, he starts to levitate because you've gotten rid of my flying, and I'm not going to hit that ground. I'm not going to hit the ground hard anyway. So he starts levitating and slowly falling.
But is he casting another spell to do that, or does he just naturally levitate?
That's an innate spell-like ability for a drow.
Can I enter his space and can he give me a strength saving throw?
He can. No, whether he makes it, it's a different story.
It's not a big DC.
Oh, 14?
Just enough.
All right.
The DC is 13. So he is going to, and I'll read out this if it doesn't tell you. Whirlwind. Each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 13 strength save. On a fail, it takes that damage, bludgeoning, and flies 20 feet away, random direction, and is knocked prone. If the thrown target strikes an object, it takes extra damage for each 10 feet thrown. If the target is throwing another creature, yada yada, it must make save. If the saving throw is successful, the target takes half that, isn't flung, or knocked prone.
All right. So I have half a 16.
And it's magical bludgeoning, so yes. Actually, no, it's going to be 5. It's the extra one is if it hits something. So
Okay,
it only
so it's only
takes
5.
the 5 magical bludgeoning.
Ooh, okay, so now we're back in initiative order.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I couldn't have dispelled magic on him. So he would have been able to fly. Well, it wasn't his turn.
No, he flew. You cast a spell magic.
No, I couldn't cast a spell magic because I just cast the moving spell as a bonus action.
So he'd
Right,
be a spell
right,
slot.
right. So yeah, so he's still flying
So-
then.
All I can do is a cantrip at him, so I will fire upon him in the air.
Yeah, because it would have been you then me,
Yeah.
is how
Right.
we did things.
So now it's mine. I'll go ahead and let you get your firing on him to see how that worked out. Ouch.
I mean,
Ouch.
I'm not even going to bother trying to shield that. That's the problem. All right, so that's a grand total of
30 points.
30 points.
And then the 5 from me.
Oh, yeah, I
So,
already got the 5.
okay.
All right, so I am flying. I have an air elemental that tried to do something with me. So what I'm going to do while this air elemental's here, I'm going to get this air elemental to make me a charisma saving throw.
Did he concentrate on the fly and succeed?
Oh, he did take what damage did I say it was? 5 points.
11, 11,
Love
8.
it.
So,
So that's 3 he has to make.
okay, so that is a 21. 26. And a 14. All right.
He's good to go.
So now you can roll me that charisma saving throw.
Is it targeting only me?
It's targeting you.
Okay. I roll. Ugh. All right, let me click this. I roll this at advantage because I have a ring. So, I rolled terrible. 13.
Congratulations. You were there 1 minute, and now you're somewhere else.
Banish.
Okay. Am I in a harmless demiplane?
Where did
Oh, hold on. Now
That's
I do
a-
have reactions. Do I see him casting a spell to do this thing to the windstorm?
let's see.
And, you know, it's one of those things if it is what it is it also concentration?
Okay, so you cast it at what level spell? You cast it
It's a level spell slot.
so automatically cast 5th level spell slot. And you do see it. What's your range on that? 60 feet?
60 foot.
Yeah, you should be within 60 feet, I'm guessing. I mean, he's in the air too, so, but he's not that far in the air. Okay, so that takes your spell slot and it takes my spell slot. And that was a action. So let's see. I will turn to a cloud, appear 30 feet higher in the air, and then move another 30 feet away from you guys. So I will be up 30 feet, and we'll say from here, here, and about 30 feet up. Or actually 60 feet up and that far away from Surge.
Okay.
So let's see, that was his go. Guards aren't going to answer anything Sergeant Rock says because Sergeant Rock pissed him off. Sergeant Rock, what are you doing?
I'm going to pursue. From here, I can see.
He's above me.
I can see that square. So I will do a far step to that square. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
And
He's 60 feet above you.
I got 120-foot range with the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just seeing if there's something even more clever I want to do to him. Can't do force cage again. Nope, I will just fire upon him some more.
Pew, pew, pew.
I use my bonus action, so I can't hex. Get some good rolls here. That one he could probably shield.
What's the +2s for your hex, right?
It's
That's
the
my-
mage thing.
Yeah, I've made the
Wand.
Okay, gotcha.
no, the mage armor.
Oh, the mage armor.
Last shot misses. No, last shot actually does not miss. Alright, so 28, 39. Alright. And I need to roll 3. Alright, makes it. How's that work again? It's like half the damage you cause?
It's 10
Or
or
10 or
half.
higher.
Yeah, it's always going to be for this. But
Yep. So it's going to be 10 or half the damage. So, it has to be above 20 points of damage for it to even
Gotcha.
be below.
Okay.
So if he rolls,
he's only going to fail on a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, because
for
a 3 makes a 10. Yeah, 3
He
makes
has
a
to-
10.
He has to roll a 10 on the d20. If it's
Right.
anything
Plus-
lower, it fails.
But he's plus 7, so
Concentration.
3 is at 10. So yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that's what the modifier was.
yeah. If you look,
Plus 7
which I can
modifier.
see him giving his
All right,
Yeah.
so he's still concentrating on his flying. Let's see. Next person up is Surge.
I'm going to move up to him because you said he moves 60 and 30 feet away. I have a flight speed of 90.
He's 30 feet up, then 30 feet away, so your 90 feet will definitely get within range.
Okay. I will get in his face because he popped away from me. He didn't move away from me
Right.
on that last turn. So I will come join him,
Uh-huh.
say hello. I need to roll this to see if I recharge. I do not, but I will say hello to him with 2 slam attacks.
Okay, go for it.
Not at advantage. Normal rolls.
Okay.
that one. Oh, that.
So,
Good thing you're in the air.
yep. So that's a natural 1 for no damage. That is a 24 for 7 bludgeoning. Magical bludgeoning.
Okay, noted.
And yeah, that's going to be me for now. So I'll just be a pest to him and in his face.
Okay, so I'm going to cast a spell again.
Okay.
Oh, and he's 60 feet up?
60
Yeah,
feet up.
I can't have that. I'll use my last spell slot.
All right, noted. So then I will move 30 feet up.
Kind of teleporting out of my way.
No, this time I move, so give me an attack opportunity.
Okay. I will go ahead and use an advantage on an attack that I have, just to start burning through some of these.
Okay.
I didn't need to, but 26 point or slam for 16 magical bludgeoning.
Punch.
Copy that. I'm now 90 feet in the air.
Okay.
I'm going to put my 90 feet on this marker so I know. All right. So that was his go.
Is the fly a concentration or is it?
Yeah, let me roll it again.
Yeah, because I've been hitting him a few times and I wasn't sure if the fly was a concentration
It
because
is.
he.
That's what I've been concentrating on is the flight.
Okay, because also with the other spell that could have been a banishment, I don't know, and I don't know if that one's also concentration.
Yeah, but it's been canceled, so it doesn't go into effect.
Yeah, I was just curious.
All right.
So. Yep, like that one right there, the 16, you would have had to roll at least a 10 because half of that's 8, but it's a 10 or up.
Yeah.
So it's fun being concentrating on stuff and getting hit all the time because it's like.
Mm-hmm.
With his +7, he's not in much
Yeah.
risk.
Did he roll a saving throw for the 24 for 7 points? Before that,
I'm sure he did. I'll roll it again anyway.
just in case.
There you go.
I have no idea what the thing is. It's just.
Gotta watch on Twitch.
What thing?
Mhm.
Oh, the saving throws I'm doing?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, there's a 24 on that one, 15 on the last one.
I trust you. I'm not saying that you're.
You're talking about the
doing
+7 and stuff. That's why. Yeah, I forgot that you can't see what I'm rolling. Yeah, he's got a +7 modifier to his Constitution saving throw. So,
Pretty nasty.
So 2 or lower.
all right. So Sergeant Rock, he is 90 feet in the air from you, and looks like Surge is messing with him.
All right.
Surge is not within range of him right now because, like I said, he moved up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get away. I can transfer myself to any place that I can see, so I get on top of this chimney right here.
Okay.
30 feet up, at least.
30 feet up.
Say-
It might be above the roof.
This one's 40 feet.
Yeah, I have to far step to a space that I can see.
Okay, just, in case.
And anyway, I don't want to be on a slope or something like that. I want to be someplace where I feed her up
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
up the chimney. And then I aim up and fire at this guy some more.
All right. That one misses.
Reload.
Okay.
That'll hit him.
Hits.
A crit.
Oh, nice.
16 points.
Yep.
All right. One more concentration check.
Yep, that's fun, all kinds.
18 for the roll on that one. All right. So that was here go. Surge.
I'll move up to him.
All
I
right.
got 90 feet of movement.
Yep.
So I'll fly up to him. Let me roll this. Okay, don't get that back, but I will go ahead and say hello with 2 more slam attacks. Not at advantage because I used that. I wish it would leave that open, but it's not.
Okay. Taking 10 points.
So 19 for 10, 25 for 15, so 25 total magical bludgeoning. And give me 2 saves.
First save was excellent. When you hit him with the second hit, he plummets 90 feet to
Ooh.
the ground.
Ooh.
Squish.
Yeah, you do
So-
hear a sickening thud as he hits the streets below.
Yeah.
And maybe some cracking noises along the lines,
So that's a lot of
Do-
D6s.
Auto fails.
Unless he was knocked unconscious by me, then that 96 is just 96 falling damage from being unconscious.
No, you killed him up in the air.
Oh, I bludgeoned him to death in the air and then
Mm-hmm.
gotcha.
I was kind of hoping he would run out of hit points at some point.
I was curious if he failed and then plummeted or okay.
Nope, he didn't fail.
He
'Cause
stopped concentrating.
I
due to
mean,
unconscious.
yeah,
I mean,
he,
technically, he failed.
he was dead, therefore he couldn't concentrate on it.
He
I
failed
mean-
at life, Dan.
Yes. And
Fun.
now he is a broken pile of whatever on the streets below.
What did the guards look like?
The guards, they ain't paying you no attention anymore. They've left and gone on their patrols elsewhere.
Okay.
After that
All right.
strange man who was calling for them told them just to fuck off, pretty much, so they left.
How many feet above me was he? He was 30 feet above me?
Well, he was 90 feet in the air.
Yeah, but he was only 30 feet above me.
At the time, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go 60 feet down, and that's my movement.
All right, so just so you'll know,
Rock far steps over as a bonus action just to make sure, because he doesn't trust these guys. That was really powerful. So he's like over there going,
that would have been 36 points of bludgeoning damage if he was alive.
I
right.
mean,
and just to add to that, on the spot that he landed, I caused a fire to kick up. I burned the body for 22 points.
Okay, so, he had already failed 2 death saves, and with the fire burning, there's his last death save. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
is definitely
Terminator.
dead.
Dead.
okay, not gonna say anything. It's like, could have had. Actually, we can still have May I talk to him. We'll just shove his burning body into the bag of colding. It'll be fine.
Speaking of, since we're done with that particular
Really
routine-
gonna have to have a talk about you and bodies and dead parts.
So,
It's fine.
you decided to take it upon yourself to capture this guy, go through his pockets, and you say he's part of some conspiracy to kidnap children. And
Yes.
where's the proof of that? I mean,
Well, my colleague, forget which one had it, but the previous town we found a dart that we discovered was attached to the drow that they use these.
do
with
you
some
have
kind
that
of-
in your possession right now?
I do not. My partner does.
Your partner, who's your partner? Where's your partner? Why is he not here with us?
Well, they were out scouting the sewer grate that was out towards, and I'll tell them wherever the hell the sewer grate was.
Yeah,
I
we
have no
got
idea what
reports
one.
of some strange bald man out there telling our guards to fuck off. So was that sound? They'll give you a description of Sergeant Rock as what they reported back.
That sounds like him. I'm not sure if he's the one that has the dart, but I know somebody has the dart somewhere.
Can you produce this dart so we can compare it to the guy's darts he has on him?
I can't do minor illusions, but it.
I mean,
Yes,
we
that's
still
what
need
it
to
was.
actually check the physical dart itself to see if it matches.
Okay, I don't have it on me.
Can you get message to your friend without leaving?
Nah, I do not.
Where is your friend staying? And we will send a runner.
We're all staying at the Burnt Orange
Burnt,
Tavern.
there's no Burnt Orange Tavern anywhere in this town.
Brown Wall.
Brown
I've been
Putty
here
Inn?
2
Brown
days.
Wall. I mean, do you not even know where you've been laying your head down at night since you've been in town?
I've been accosted ever since I came in, so I haven't really found the need to learn the places of your town, because once my investigation's done here, I don't plan on coming back.
Do you plan on going back and getting your things from the tavern?
Yes, when we're done with our investigation
And
here.
if you don't know the name of the tavern, then how do you know to get back to it?
I know where it's located.
Where's it located?
I'll tell them where it's located.
What's it look like?
It's brown, burnt
Yeah,
orange,
brown. Which is it, brown or burnt orange?
I'm colorblind.
What's colorblind?
I see gray. Actually, what color does he come off as is near?
Who?
The guard that's talking to.
You're really asking me that one.
Yeah. All right.
Let me check the near listings and I will tell you.
Where were we staying?
Brown Plaster Inn.
Yes.
Thank you.
But I thought you were describing it in character because you had no clue.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I really thought you were just trying to throw them off.
No.
So you probably really don't remember that we don't have that dart anymore either then.
I didn't know anything about that.
Nope, he doesn't.
No,
We talked about it at breakfast, I thought.
So these guys have kind of a dark bluish color to them. Smells like flowing water.
Well, for instance, like you got a blue aura around you and you smell like water. But,
Probably because I bathe.
well, which is good.
So what's that got to do with anything? Wow, you read
It's-
auras. I know of a fortune teller down the street that does that and reads palms and throws bones and...
Well, I do bones as well, but not in that particular sense. But anyways, it's
whatever.
the plaster
Brown plaster.
color. Yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
it's called the Brown Plaster Inn because it's brown and it's got plaster on the outside of the walls. Why didn't you just say so?
That's what I said.
Fine, we'll send a runner. Now, explain to me, why did you take it? I mean, yeah, he's a drow. I got that, and you said something about darts, but why did you stop this one?
He was following me. I turned to talk to him. He tries to cast a spell on me. I dispel that. Then he shoots me.
What spell was he trying to cast on you?
I don't know. I wasn't even going to try.
Oh,
to.
so you countered a spell without even knowing what the spell was.
He had a threatening manner, so I was using my right to protect myself.
And what did he
Which I
do that
told you.
was threatening? I'm just curious.
Stalking, for one.
Stalking.
How do
So-
I know this isn't the creepy guy that all the rumors are about?
Because one, he's drow, he's not got a beard, and he's not bald, and he's not human in appearance, which kind of, be honest with you, fits all the description that you currently have.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't think I'd want to be dealing with some of the rumors I'm hearing around town about you, but I don't think I'd try to throw them off somebody that doesn't even look anything like you. So
And then
let
he
me
turned-
get this right. So you're telling me, because this dark elf was following you, that was on the streets behind you, you assumed he was following you, so you shoot
when
at
I
him,
turned around,
and
he
you beat
was-
him up.
No, he was hiding in shadows. I saw him try to cast something on me.
Uh-huh.
I dispelled that.
And you don't know what the
Then-
spell was.
No, I started walking towards him to ask
Could
him
have
about
been
it.
could have been tongues. He could, maybe he doesn't understand you and was trying to speak your language.
And then I was walking towards him and he shoots me. Attempts to shoot me
Is this
several
before or
times.
after you guys attacked? Before or after you attacked him?
This was before.
Okay, so nobody has touched. You didn't touch him at all prior to shooting him with a dart. I mean, for him
Correct.
shooting you with a dart. Okay, so he was not even accosted whatsoever. You just dispelled his spell and walked towards him.
Yes, and was going to talk to him, and then he fires upon me several times.
For
which
some
is
reason,
insult.
I'm getting the feeling that you're leaving something out.
What?
I
believe
don't know.
I
I just
attacked him
I
until
get
after.
I get the feeling that you're leaving something out.
After he attacked me, I
Now,
went
as
to
far
battle
as
mode.
out of character and out of
The
context,
Ray thing, I know.
Surge, you did smack him before darts were ever fired.
Before K, I could not remember.
Okay.
But the reason I would have done that is because I saw a spell go to him.
So I'm saying he
And that's
was
me.
physically assaulted prior to shooting the darts.
I
Okay,
did
I
not
could not
physically
remember
assault
that.
him.
You
I
did
did
not
not-
physically assault him, but then he fired darts at you after you casted. Okay, well, I mean, we can't really ask him any questions because somebody beat the shit out of him and he's barely even alive.
Well, because he attacked me and I was defending myself.
This
I was
just-
just going to question him.
What did you use on him? It looks like he's been pummeled to death.
My fists, mostly.
But you have no bruises or marks on your fists. Therefore, you've not punched anything. Matter of fact, your hands are rather soft. I'm sorry, but they are. You don't look like you've
Yeah.
punched anything a day in your life.
Oh, I have.
But you
But I
have
also
no
had him
indication.
tied up.
Oh, so you tied him up. But still, your hands are not showing any signs of trauma from being, used. Look,
Right.
usually when a person beats somebody up using their hands, it does cause, abrasions and bruises and stuff on the hands and the knuckles and such. Your hands don't seem to show any signs of that.
I'll lean into him. Okay. You have folks in the back there that you don't want to leave marks on. You know what I mean.
No, actually, I don't know what you're trying to insinuate. You was trying to insinuate we beat up on our prisoners without leaving marks?
There's ways, not you, but I'm sure you have a couple bad cops that, might use a book.
So
or
now you're
something.
saying we may have dirty cops in our precinct, or dirty guards in our units.
Would you like a shovel? Can you operate a shovel? Help you get faster while you're in there?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, he's
fine.
probably got something in that bag of his.
Yeah. I have ways to,
So you have ways to beat a person to death without physically laying a hand on them.
Sure.
Yes.
His method is to use an elemental to do the work.
Hey, stay here, please. Well, you really don't have a choice, but okay. He leaves the interrogation chamber and goes out.
Okay.
And we're going to leave you there for at least the next 72 hours.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you didn't punch him at all, but he's beat to shit. It's not like you can heal yourself to get rid of the bruising. Possible.
Apparently, Tara feels bad for you right now. She's decided to give you advantage on whatever role you need to make next.
Like whatever that might apply to begging.
So while he is being interrogated currently, what is everybody else doing? Now, after you guys have confirmedly
Sleeping.
killed this guy and left his body in the streets, what are you doing?
Well,
We don't leave his body in the street. We scrape it into a bag of holding and drag it back to our room.
yeah, put the fire out, put him in a bag. We'll deal with him. Hopefully, May will be around soon, and we can talk to him. And then he
Yeah.
can be his new best friend. Hey, go say hi to my friend in Barrymore back the way. Have fun.
Mm-mm.
And quickly realizing that I should never put anything in any of your bags of holding.
So, Rock, where are we going after this? Just to quickly get it out of the way. Are we going to go back to the inn?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are making your way back to the...
Yeah. And then I'll
Yep.
eventually get the story, what happened up the street.
So you get back to the inn in about 30 minutes after you guys are back at the inn. This young, just barely 20-something-year-old watch guy comes in the door. I'm looking for so many names, Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, right here, pal.
Yeah, I was told you might have some evidence about some dark elf thing, a bolt or something. I need you to get that and come with us downtown so we can actually maybe clear your buddy. He's not in a good position. His story doesn't really check out right. He beat somebody almost to death apparently in the middle of the streets for following him. I'll be honest with you, the guys at the precinct think he was profiling. If you know what I mean. I don't want to really say the words because it's kind of detestable. But yeah, it seems like he attacked him because he's a dark elf.
Really, that doesn't seem like him at all.
That's
That's
all.
odd.
So
That
I mean,
seems
if you
like another
would
guy
get the
upstairs
dart,
asleep,
maybe come to the precinct with us so that we can like clear this matter up.
Yeah, don't have a dart. I don't know what he's talking about there, but you know,
So there is no dart.
I'm the bus over him.
So okay,
I can tell you what the dart looks like, though. I can show you. Oh,
they're
come
not
on
go-
down.
They're not going to accept that. They need to actually have the exact dart so they can match it with the guy's darts that he's got in his inventory to make sure he was the one that fired it. That the whole thing. Look, I'm just a messenger. I don't do all the investigations and all that forensic magic crap that they do. I just go deliver.
I'll go on
messages.
down. I'll bail the guy out.
There's been no bail set yet. I think they're trying to figure out what kind of charges to put against him at the moment, but you didn't hear it from me.
Well, do you know what happened and why he's down there?
He beat up some guy in the middle of the streets and had him tied up with some weird magic, and then
Do you know
has
why he beat him up?
he says he was being followed and felt threatened.
Oh, I mean, I don't see the issue there. If
I
you're
mean,
feeling
just
threatened by
'cause-
something.
So you turn and you beat him up?
Well, I mean, that seems a little excessive, yes, but
I mean, he beat him to death. It looks like the reason the guy's not dead is because he cast some sort of spare the dying spell on him.
That's
I mean, this guy looks rough. I mean,
Yeah.
he looks like he's been beat up by several people, not just one little old, bearded pervert. I mean, man. Sorry, that's a different case altogether.
I mean, I don't know him that well.
Yeah, he's got a little
He
bit.
seems like a nice enough guy, but
He does do things like wander off while I'm watching stuff. But anyway, yeah, take me down there. I'll I'll vouch for him. See what he's up to. I'll get the story.
you pick up your rug when we were gonna head back. It's like we grabbed the guy, grabbed the rug. No use in leaving that thing out there.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that would,
I
Would've
guess
made
if you
sure
want to
that we
come
got that
downtown
before
with
we
us, you're
left.
more than welcome to. So by this time, I'm sure the other two people have been sleeping for the last 24 hours or awake down there, maybe having dinner or a drink or something. Do they have anything they'd like to add to this?
I wouldn't have gone back because he was just asking for rock,
I'm sleeping.
and I would have.
I'm referring more to Dux and Lanya.
Corporal
What's
Peace
her
probably
name?
did.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what her character's name is. Fallon? Melina.
Corporal Pete.
Yeah, are you guys, I mean, you've slept for 24 hours. Are you up in the commons area when this guy comes in looking for Sergeant Rock?
Yeah, I've been chilling in the commons waiting.
Not
for
to
you come
mention
back.
that it was Dux who planted the dart in the yard of the... So, just...
I knew.
Yeah, I'm in the commons area. I've just been chilling and.
All right, so, I mean, you have no dart, so I don't know if coming down to the precinct is going to be any good, unless they decide to give some sort of bail thing and you can bail him out right then and there, but I don't know. Do you want to come
But
down?
anyway, he's my pal. I got to check up on him.
All right,
So,
well, yeah, come on, then, let's go.
either way. Either
So
way.
you-
Hey, Doug, you want to go with me? I was in trouble again. We got to help him out.
Oh, what did
I
you do this
really
time?
need to rest.
All right, so you make your way back down there, and you see, like I said, the guards, the city watch is just a couple people working at their desks. So I guess, Chief, he has no idea about a dart or anything like that, but I brought the guy, so. So you're telling me there's no dart at all?
I don't
Your
know.
friend said there was a dart, that it was his evidence that this guy was involved in something nefarious about children.
Wait,
and
did
you-
they come back to the inn?
Yeah.
Who?
Me and Rock
So-
went back.
So
to
I'm
the
with
inn.
Rock right
That's
now,
what I was
right?
saying. You were in the commons area when.
Yeah. So I would have went with them
Okay.
because Mayai's always getting himself in trouble, and someone's got to bail his ass out.
So
And there is a guy in your bag
yes,
that may have a dart on him.
Maybe.
Well, I have the
Maybe.
dart that I found in the room.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You planted that dart at the heist.
Yep.
I planted the dart.
Yep. So you don't
Oh,
have the dart
it's
that's being
nice
spoken.
that I know these things.
Yes, yes. So I left them to go. I'm gonna rest at the place because he wanted Rock, not both of us.
So
From the way he
wait a
was
minute.
talking.
So I would have heard them talking about the dart needing to be part of the evidence or whatever when we were in the common room, right?
Right.
So on the walk over there, I would have searched the body in my bag to try and
It's
find.
not in your bag. It's in Sarge.
Rocks.
Oh, it's in rocks.
And you don't know about the body because you weren't there.
I thought they had said they put it in my bag. So
I think Serge was just letting Rock know he has it in his.
Yeah, because I can't put it in mine because mine's
Full.
got a
So
lot.
did Rock search
I
his
did the
bag?
I
while
did
we
the
were
way
walking
it's not over.
Yeah, Rock has a bag of holding and a handy haversack.
Yes.
And if you wish to reach in that bag and try to find some darts, you find that this guy doesn't have a hand crossbow.
He's not that kind of guy.
He's not that kind of guy.
From the way he was doing stuff, I didn't assume so, but there's always a chance.
He's a hell of a caster.
He's a caster. He's wearing a breastplate, and I don't think there's any other material that you find on him other than, of course, his spellcasting material.
What about the bolts and shit that the guys tried to shoot at me? Did the guards even bother with that, or?
No, they helped you escort this guy away.
Yeah.
And nobody else knows about those bolts except for Serge.
Well, I
But-
told the guards about them shooting at me and that bolts were down that alley.
Yeah, but that's still not the evidence. That's just evidence that he shot at you when
Yeah.
you...
Yeah.
So, as you're standing there talking with the chief, you do see a robed individual escorted into the back. And, I mean, that's as far as you get right now.
So as we see that guy walk past, do we get any like insightful tidbits into the person or like?
Well, I mean, if you want to give me an insight check, go for it. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you can. That is a distinct
still got-
possibility.
I mean, if I were there and you really want to go, I can't help you. Unless I use polymorph or something, because I have a different spell.
It looks like he's wearing priestly robes. He may be a cleric or a priest or something.
Yeah, my passive is also 18. So,
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, you know him. He's a priest. it looks
so like he's like you think he might be there to do last rites or something like that?
last rites, maybe heal some monsters that were injured.
How far
There's
away
a lot
did
of things that they can do beyond just the last rites.
How far away did he pass from us inside the building?
No, 5 or 10 feet. I mean, they escorted him back to the back, walking past you guys.
And do we get any funny feelings about him or anything like that? Like he's nefarious or does he feel priestly?
He carries himself priestly, and with your witch sight, he looks like what he looks like.
He is what he seems.
He is what he seems as far as appearance is concerned.
So as he walks by, I say to him, I say, hey Father, can you help us out?
I'm
What
sorry,
about-
I'm here on other business. If you once wish to speak with any of us, you're more than welcome to go to the temple.
Wait, is May of any kind of religious faction?
He's a keeper.
Yes.
He's a keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Cleric for the keepers.
And does this guy have a look like May-Eyes?
No.
Do they have like
No.
similar rope styles or anything like
No,
that?
they do not, and you can see his holy symbol doesn't match either. You see his holy symbol is that of a Neutralis.
Okay.
So
I forget what yours is.
the death. So that's what.
Mortalis? Or whatever. It's, give me a second, I will look it up.
And Forgotten
Death.
Realms
Double
is
check.
Kalimbar.
Tenebris. No, it's darkness and chaos. Destruction and ruin.
So whatever your Kalimbar equivalent is.
I thought you were Seraphim.
Seraphim.
Siphorum.
Azrael, god of death. Azrael.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Azrael.
Because the keeper's god is Sephirum.
Film. Okay.
She's the one most commonly connected with Nier.
Okay. Well, I'm a death cleric, so that's why I went with.
So yours is
or a great
Azrael.
cleric.
So yeah, their holy symbols are completely different. So yes, if you wish, you can come by our temple tomorrow and speak with one of the priests there. I really have to get back here and take care of some issues. Yes, Father, would you please? The body is through here, and then I'll need you to join us over here in interrogations. Thank you.
So there's another body?
So they're going to see May and interrogate him?
You don't know that.
Well, deducting.
But we're there. Did we see man as soon as we got there?
Nope, you don't see May.
So, but we see this guy coming through,
Yep, you see this priest coming through.
and he mentions that he has to go give some absolution to a body.
Nope, he just says he has to go see a body.
All right. Rocco pipe up there and says, yeah, I got to know about this body because there's been some action in this town tonight. Kids are getting stolen, and we are investigating that for a higher cause. And we need to know what's going on.
All right, so I'll give you more of a. The guy is a bit stocky. He's wearing brown robes. He's got flat top haircut. He got a smooth face, but is marked with little tiny scars here and there. So to give you more of a view of what this, and he's human, so in case you were curious. He heads back. A few minutes later, you see them bring him back out and in through another door. So if you guys would like to sit right there in the chairs and wait until they're done with your friend, I mean, like I said, I don't even know if they're going to give him any kind of a bail or if they're going to press charges on him. It's kind of, the circumstances are a little questionable.
Well, so here's what Rock's going to do because he sees that guy go into a room where apparently there's a body.
Mm-hmm.
So Rock is going to say, yeah, I got to go relieve myself. You got a can around here.
I mean, there's a outhouse out back, you know.
All right. He goes to the outhouse, puts his hood up, sneaks back into the building invisibly,
Uh-huh.
peers when nobody's looking, he peers into that door to check out the body.
Okay, well, is this before or after the priest leaves?
After the priest leaves. That was his clue that that's where the body is.
You peer in there, and there is a dark elf sitting at a table.
Not dead.
With chains.
Oh,
He looks like he's really beat the shit and back. Almost, your face looks like he's been through a meat grinder, you know what I mean?
Wasn't me.
Maybe he's gone 4 or 5 rounds with Tyson.
mhm.
Is the door open or closed back to the room? Because the room was off where we were standing, right?
Yeah, the door was closed, but he said he peeked in, so, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
know. I'm
guess
saying, is the door open now? Like when the priest went in, they closed
No.
it behind him?
they
kind of
closed it
thing?
behind him.
No, it's just open. I just went long enough to look in. I made sure nobody's looking. Then I glance in there, and then I quietly close the door.
And he's sitting there at the table, his hands are chained. What are you doing now?
And then I step back outside and put the hood down and come back in. Like I just went out and took a whiz.
All right.
But then I'll before I go back in, I pull out my walkie-talkie and communicate with Dux. Hey, yeah, there's that drow in there. Looks like he's pretty beat up. I'm thinking that verifies the story that we heard from Serge.
And so I'm guessing they told me what had happened when they fought the people and killed the drow.
Well, I don't know. But
Oh, yeah. Before, when I was sitting around there, I was mentioning, hey, we captured one of these drow's bodies, and apparently there was some kind of fracas where I got another guy, took him over to the precinct. And yeah, now we're trying to follow up and make sure these guys aren't the only ones that are snagging kids.
all right. So after a few moments, may I? The
Yes.
guy who's been drilling you for information,
Uh-huh.
he comes back in and he's being followed by, like I said, a gentleman in a brown robes, has a Neutralis holy symbol, stands off in the corner.
Okay.
He goes to cast a spell.
All right.
Of truth.
Do you allow
I'll
it?
let it go.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
I'll let it go.
I see you're. All right.
I assume it's Zone of Truth.
Could be. I mean, you can give me a, I guess, what, an Arcana or check to find out. Do you have that spell?
I don't have it prepared today.
But have you prepared it before?
Yes.
Okay, then I will say yes. You know that's what it is.
Okay.
And he just stands there with his hands
Ask
together
your
in front of him.
questions.
Okay, so first question. This man accosted you and you attacked him by yourself.
I didn't say that.
That's my question. Did you beat this man up on your own? You said yes earlier, so I'm asking you again. Did you beat this man up with your bare hands on your own?
No.
What is the name of the other individuals that were involved in this? Shall I bring in the two friends you have outside for questioning as well?
I don't know who you have outside.
It's the one you told me to go get for the dart that's supposed to be evidence. There's no dart.
Now, you described a guy to me, and I said, yes, he's with me. I have an entire troop that's staying at the inn.
The gentleman you said, Sergeant Rock, I believe, who had the dart that was supposed to be your evidence.
I didn't say he had the dart. I said he might have the dart.
Okay, well, none of them seem to know about a dart.
No. You've talked to all the folks that are in my
The
troop.
short little furry guy, the soldier one that you had us go get, even another guy who was kind of taller, furry, kind of young fellow. None of them knew anything about a dart.
Odd, because they're the ones that told me about the dart. But okay.
So which one of your friends or how many of your friends assisted in beating this poor man up?
Just the one.
And which one would that be?
The taller one.
How about a name?
Surge.
Surge. And he starts writing down in the notebook. Okay, so now we have that cleared up. Why did you attack him?
He shot me with arrows.
Did he shoot you before or after you attacked him?
He shot me before I attacked him.
How about your friend?
I don't know.
You do know, though.
He was in wind. So I believe it happened about the same time. And my friend probably was defending me because the guy did cast a spell on me.
And you don't know what spell that was?
No, because I'm not going to let some random person I don't know cast a spell. Unlike your cleric here, I knew what he was casting on me, and I let it go.
All right.
Because I'm familiar with his spells, because I am too a cleric.
So it's in your belief that this guy is involved in stealing children?
Yes, we've been tracking these missing children across the country. Not only this area, but down south there was a town that had missing children.
Okay.
It's tied to a lich, tied to some drow, tied to a vampire. So,
That's
yes.
very intriguing. And you believe this guy's involved. All right. So why would he be looking for children? Most of the children are already gone, and the rest of them are in hiding.
That's why we came to this town to see if we can find any more clues. Last night, like I told you and the other guards, a dark, shadowy figure I was chasing across the rooftop.
Right, and you told us a little bit ago you believed it was this guy.
He tried to attack me then, and putting two to two together, it's, your normal investigations that you would do as, a cop.
Uh-huh. And you're a keeper, right?
At one time, yes.
Are you one now?
Loosely affiliated.
That's really not an answer. Give me yes or no. Are you a keeper? if we were to ask the Keeper's Enclave about you, would they say yes, you are actively a keeper, or no, you are not actively a keeper?
I don't know because my colleague came to me, who is an active keeper, to bring me up on this assignment.
Your colleague. Which one of these colleagues of yours is a keeper?
Surge.
I thought he said he wasn't a keeper last time he was in here.
I don't know. I've slept since then.
So we need to bring Surge in for questioning. Gotcha. All right.
Sorry, Kurt. Didn't mean to throw you on the bus.
I took it. I talked to him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, it didn't seem like he wanted to deal with us." So I was like, "I'm not gonna say anything."
All right. So you mentioned you're here with a group.
Yes.
How about names for these people that you're with?
Well, the short furry guy, we call him Ducks because he's got a long ass name. It's hard to pronounce. And then the soldier looking one, that's Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
He's an odd one. He speaks of things I've never heard of before.
Okay. And names, the rest of them?
We have a Corporal Punishment.
Corporal
And-
Punishment.
Yes.
Okay, interesting
She's-
name. And we already know Surge. Are there any others?
We picked up when we were up north. We rescued someone who's tagged along with us. She's only been with us a couple days.
Wait a minute.
Kelfie.
How far up north did you come from? Because
Uh,
there's nothing a couple days travel north of here.
well, nothing now. We had to deal with a undead dragon that was up in the mountains just north of here.
Right.
Uh,
So Belfie,
there's a little-
Surge, a Corporal Punishment, a Ducks with a long name. Would you just call him Ducks?
Yeah.
Sergeant Rock. That everybody?
Yeah, that's who I came here with. Yes.
All right. And you believe the Dark Elf is involved in stealing children?
Well, I went to question him and he shoots me, so I have a feeling something's amiss with that. But yes, we've had proof that there are Dark Elf involvement.
Okay. So, this isn't involved in this case, but I have to ask.
Yes.
Did you seriously sexually assault Lady Allura the other night?
No.
Then why were
I
you
was
grabbing at her
chasing the
legs?
guy.
The Zone of Truth
I
reveals
didn't.
all.
You didn't reach down and grab at her feet.
I went down to look at her shoes, and she moved her foot away, thinking I was going to grab her and run her off.
Okay, so
No, I
that
wasn't
sounds like
doing
you had just a misunderstanding with Lady Allura. Okay.
it. Yeah. And then
So
she
what about
spread
all these other rumors
about
we've
me.
heard about you and these weird fetishes that you supposedly have?
I have no weird fetishes.
None at all.
Well,
Zone of Truth.
classify weird.
Zone of
It's
Truth.
classified as weird. Classified as weird. What do you classify as weird?
Not things standard people do.
Okay, such as.
And this is borderline kink shaming.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is in a precinct dealing with a straight-laced cop whose only aura he feels is balance.
Yeah. So
You do have an affinity for recreating dead creatures, so that's something. It's not
Yeah,
something
yeah.
everybody else does.
You have to tell them.
All right, so tell you what. I don't know if I can actually. So you can't actually tell me, other than the fact that he cast a spell and you decided to counter it without knowing what spell it was, and then
He
you
was
decided to accost him and he fired darts at you. Almost sounds like he's trying to defend. Did he move towards you in combat? Did he come at you?
no.
So
But
did he
hear
move
me
away
out.
from you?
After he shot me about, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different times? Twice?
1
I thought he
round,
shot.
2 shots.
Yeah, and he shot me for 2 rounds.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
Before he broke last time, he shot
Nope.
at me. Yeah.
You didn't give him the chance to shoot at you a second time.
Surge
Yeah,
gave
he
my-
did.
No, he didn't.
No, there were only 2
I
shots.
Nope.
Okay. I could have sworn we done 2 rounds of him shooting at me.
Nope, you did. He cast the spell. You
We
countered
did 2
it.
rounds, yes.
He beat the hell out of him.
Oh, okay.
He fired darts at you. He moved away from you, and then you hit him with a naughty no-no.
Yeah. But
Surge clubbed him
you
down.
got someone who's sneakingly following you. You turn to confront them. They try to cast something on you, and then they shoot at you.
Okay, so he was sneakily trying to follow you.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't tell us that at the beginning. You just said he was following you.
No, he was darting in between, and my colleague spotted him. He let me know.
So your friend noticed that he was following you. You didn't notice
Yes.
it.
Right. He let me know, so I went down.
Okay, so your friend
Alex-
says, hey, look, you're being followed by a dark elf, and you decide to attack him.
No. I stopped in the alley to have him approach me if he needed to talk to me in private or whatnot. He hid across the alleyway. I turned to walk towards him. He shoots at me. Or actually, he tries to cast a spell. I dispel that.
Yeah.
Then he
All right.
shoots at me.
So while you're doing this, Sergeant Rock, as you walk away from the room that's got the dark elf in it, somebody walks in there. And I don't know, how far away did you go? No, you went back outside, come back in, and was talking to Dux. Dux says he leaves you to it. Dux,
I'll
as
go back
you-
to the end. Let me know when Mayo
Dux,
gets
as you turn to leave, the young guy's like, sir, you can't go anywhere. You're going to have to stay here for a little while. Matter of fact, we're sending somebody to the inn to get the rest of your party, I guess is what he called them.
What do you need me for? I've been sleeping in the
it's
inn all
just-
day.
I know it's
I
That's
have
what the boss
plenty of
says.
people who can tell me I've been there the whole time.
I know, but the guy in the room says something about you being a part of his group, and there's more questions that have to be answered.
And I'm in halfling form right now.
Yeah,
So the description he gave to the cops doesn't look anything like me.
your name. He gave your name,
Yeah.
and you introduced yourself when you came in the door.
Did I?
This is Rock,
He
and
said
I'm
he was
Nuts.
Rock. I just stood by him.
Oh, okay. You came with Sergeant Rock, and you were described as being a halfling that came with the group. Well, no, you didn't describe the halfling. You just gave a name.
Oh, they said a small furry guy.
Small
The hard
furry
guy.
guy.
I didn't say furry guy. You said
Yes,
furry
you
guy.
did. You
Dave.
even said it to the cop just now.
Yes, you
said a
did
small
twice.
furry guy.
Oh, I did say furry guy?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I don't recall saying furry, but yeah.
That's what you said.
So we know that Marcus is not going to do any good in interrogation.
Yeah,
room.
exactly.
Yeah. I was doing that.
So yeah, if you just stay here so we can get this straightened out. And he walks out the door. So he'll take off, and like I said, as you guys are standing there talking and the guy's stopping you from going in, somebody goes in the room with the dark elf.
What did he look like?
Just one of the city watch. And even with Sergeant Rock's eyes, he doesn't notice anything peculiar about him. After about 15 or 20 minutes, he comes carrying a notepad. He walks out of the room and walks towards the room that you saw the priest go towards.
And about what time of night is it right now?
What time of night was it last time? Okay, we're looking at probably about midnight right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
May
fairly
you
late.
stop me from getting another full
So-
night's sleep?
So after about 20 minutes or so of Sergeant Rock and them leaving, the same guy shows back up. I'm looking for a Surge, a Corporal Punishment, and a Belfie. Or Belfie, yeah. Anybody in the Commons area have one of those names? All right, so Innkeeper, do you have any people staying here by that name? Yes, I do. I have a couple of them upstairs. I guess I'll go get them.
Sleep.
Serge, are you in your room?
Yeah, I went upstairs and
All right,
was gonna go to rest.
A long re- a
How
short
long
rest.
has it been?
it's been 20 minutes.
Okay.
On both
I
doors.
will-
But
Yeah, Miss Belfie. Or
yes,
Mr. Surge.
What is it?
Your presence
The
is
room is on fire. I really, really wish to stay asleep.
Well, I mean, I would really like for you to come with me downtown, and I would rather you do it on your own accord than me have to follow proper procedures. So please, if you would be so kind as to come with
What
us.
for before I unlock this door?
Oh, no, you don't have to unlock the door. I mean, you can stay in there, and I'll just come back with a contingency to have you placed under arrest.
For what?
Apparently, your affiliation with May I?
I've known them less than a fortnight.
Yes, he said that, but we still need you to come in for questioning.
For what? Me knowing somebody is no reason to drag me into jail.
He says you guys have knowledge about something that he's been arrested or been brought in for questioning for. So, we got to bring you in for the same questioning.
I never said she had knowledge. I just said she was one that came into town.
I know what you said. I'm just telling you what he said.
Right.
I ain't got to repeat what you said.
The telephone
Yeah,
game.
you dropped the ball.
Surge, Mr.
Follow.
Surge, are you in there?
So with my insight, do I
Yeah.
know he's lying?
No, you're pretty certain he has some semblance of the truth. He's being told what he's being told.
Okay, so he's got some semblance of the truth.
Mr. Surge, are you in there?
Yeah, why are you only spouting out some semblance of a truth versus...
I'm just being ringing up what I'm told. But you, on the other hand, sir, were actually directly involved in a case that happened this evening with a man being beaten after death. Actually, beaten to death and then stopped from dying on his own accord. Either way, you need to come inside for questioning. You were actually name dropped in this said issue, so
He's called Sir, and I'm just called Belfie.
Surge. Surge is his
You
name,
said
right?
Mr. Surge.
Well,
And
I'm
I'm
sorry,
just-
Madam. I called you Madam Belfie. I mean, I really don't understand the relevance of all this. And we also need to find a corporal punishment to carry downtown with us as well.
I don't know where she's staying. I just know that she's not here.
Yeah, you might want to... I think she
I guess we'll
probably
put
is at
a.
the
I guess
stables,
what's the
is
phrase
my
they put
guess.
out on that? An APB maybe on her.
I
Anyway,
don't know what those letters mean.
neither do I. I'm new. So if
Says
you would,
you're at the
please,
stables?
huh? What?
Yeah, I mentioned that she's probably at the stables.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
thought
We'll
said
send
staples.
somebody
I was
there.
like,
You know
what,
which
she's in
one
office?
she's at? The one at the gate, right?
Yeah, no, it's going to be about probably 15 minutes.
I'm
I got to
not
get ready.
decent, so give me a few. I'll meet you downstairs if you insist.
Okay. I will wait downstairs near your window.
That's not creepy at all.
No, neither is trying to sneak out a window. I mean, trust me, we've had that happen before. There'll be 2 guards posted in the commons room and 2 guards posted in the alleyway behind the inn near your windows. Therefore, we will cordially await your arrival. And he will walk away.
I'm
Are they
just
gonna
saying, Dan, if I wanted to.
I know. Either way. I mean. So yes, they put out a word. All points bulletin is what APB stands for.
For
All-
character I never described.
No, they're just heading down to the inn
Oh.
looking for. Yeah, you never described what she
have
looked
to
like.
Describe her.
She wasn't described, she's just got a name.
Locations for everyone.
Yeah.
I thought you were a cop, Marcus. I mean, come on now.
I was. That's why I was
That's what I
vague
just said,
on
APB, all
my
points
answers. But still truthful.
That's vague.
All right. So yeah, after a while, you're resting. I take it at the stables.
I took Fred out for one last fly around before I released him from his bond.
All right.
So,
you're
no, I'm
not
not
at
at
the
the
stables.
stables.
Hey, I need a 5-minute break. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, actually, you know
Should
what?
we
It is
take a
about
break?
that time.
We'll
yeah.
all take about a 5-10 minute break so we can use bathrooms and such. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Cool.
Oh, no.
That makes you way too honest, though. I mean,
Does
oh
it?
my-
Or am I going to be tripping so many balls I don't know what's going on? Because I have 30 mushrooms.
You'll
30
believe
magic
it.
mushrooms.
That way he'll believe himself, whatever lies he's telling.
So
Crazy
we're trying to
stories.
figure out the best way to bypass the zone of truth, huh?
I mean,
We're about
I
that, right?
have. I did find the notes. I do have 3 energy drinks left. So I could down 3 of those, all the magic mushrooms, fill myself with hydraulic oil because I have no idea what that's going to do. Just like,
I'll just
Do you have a new
let's just
character
kill
you wanna
myself
play?
before we go in
You
there.
have to OD.
All right,
Yeah.
so the officers have got your attention. Like I said, you've seen the guy walk in there. 20 minutes later, he walks out, and somebody walks into your room, may I, and whispers something and points at his tablet to the guy in front of you. Looks
But
at
can
you,
we-
shakes his head, and walks out.
Can we hurry this up? The sooner I can continue my investigation, the sooner I can get out of your damn town and you won't have to see me. Our next step is to go investigate that sewer grate. See where
Okay.
it leads and find the rest. So can we hurry
Understood.
this up?
Your friends are being brought in now. Apparently,
So everyone who's actually knows about the missing children and is trying to stop it while the drow are continually flooding your city undetected because let's face it, some of your guards
I will be
aren't
honest with
brightest.
you. This is the only one we've got that we've found thus far, and from my understanding, we've not been given enough information from you to warrant the fact that he was
Did
doing
you
anything
guys
wrong.
even search the alleyway where the guy shot me?
Oh yeah, we found his bolt, sir, but he didn't
Okay.
hit you with them.
Because he's a shitty aim.
Apparently. And your friend beat the hell out of him in an air elemental form.
Did you tell him I was an air elemental?
No.
Nope.
Somebody's awake.
The drow probably told him the whole story from his angle.
Says he was tailing you, yes, because he was paid to do so, to make sure you didn't make your way to the northern side of the city. And then when you decided to confront him, before he could say anything, or I think he said he was trying to cast darkness so that he could try to sneak away, because he wasn't supposed to be seen. You
So
hit him
is
with a
this the
counter
guy
spell, and then your air elemental buddy beat the shit out of him.
So he cast darkness, is what he said.
He said he was trying to cast darkness, yes.
So then he is the guy from the other night who cast
Well,
the darkness and the fireball that caused
In
that whole
case
scene.
you... Wait a minute. You saying the drow cast the fireball the other night?
I'm guessing, I don't know. Oh shit, I'm still in the zone. Good thing.
You could be guessing.
So you have no idea who
Wait,
actually
Out of
cast the fireball
character,
spell.
Did you just bring up the other night, you mother frat?
I was talking about the guy.
Yes, he did.
Really?
Yes, he did.
I'm going
But
Go
now
to
that I
jail.
remembered that zone of truth, I wouldn't have mentioned the fireball. I'd be like, so he's the one that cast the darkness on me.
That's an innate ability that drow have, yes.
Okay.
That
So he is the guy I was
levitate-
trying to trail then. I don't know anything about Drow.
I
He's
mean-
the first one I've interacted with.
All right. Well, like I said, from his account, that you frightened him. He fired off some bolts at you. Apparently, they're sleep darts. He thought maybe if he put you to sleep, he'd get away. And then he said your friend beat the hell out of him. And then you tied him up and finished the job.
Did I? What did I hit
You
him with?
mentioned that you saved his life.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
tied him
and
up.
if I was wanting to kill him, wouldn't I just let him die? I mean, I did spare his life. I wanted to question
That's not the question here. We understand you cast some sort of spell to keep him alive. I understand that. But you accosted him right out the gate.
I came walking towards him. He shot at me.
Okay. You do realize that there's a notice about, bearded man, blah, 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 all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
He says when you turn and cast a spell at him to stop him from getting away from you, you scared
What
him.
direction was I going when you found me? You saw I was going.
You were
west.
standing, according to the men, you were standing in front of the unconscious, badly beaten body that was being held in the air by some weird ropes.
Yes, because I didn't want the guy
You
to-
weren't heading any direction at all at the time.
Where's that alleyway that I described? It is to the west.
I understand that. Now, we found the bolts in the alleyway where they were found.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he was being paid to follow you to make sure you didn't go somewhere. We got that,
So-
and we will have more questions on that to him. But he said you attacked him with no warrant. I mean, no
shot
reason.
at me.
Yes, he said he did shoot at you after he got attacked by some air elemental buddy of yours.
What did you shoot at him? What did you shoot the other elemental?
Well, I can't answer that question because you're not there to ask it.
How does he know that the wind is his buddy? Just because he got attacked by the wind, that doesn't make him my friend.
He's
No, he told him Surge is his pal.
Yeah, but
and that his pals
I
want to
didn't
beat him up.
But we were heading west.
Gotta love failing
So-
the zone of truth on purpose.
I know at one time, Zone of Truth, the caster would have known if he failed or not.
I'm just trying to know what the end game here is for this.
I don't know. Ask Dan. I'm trying to get.
I'm
out of
just
this so
asking
I can
questions, man. You're the one that's standing over an unconsciously half-beaten body.
Yeah.
I can't check the other two guys because they actually hid the body that they killed.
Yeah.
And they have a warrant because, Sergeant Rock was attacked by a harmful spell right out the gate, whereas this guy was bludgeoned profusely prior to shooting at the man who was coming towards him threateningly.
Yeah.
He said you were coming towards him threateningly, and he was scared for his life, so he shot at you with his crossbow bowl, which is only knockout damage, not, lethal, and then you guys proceeded to beat the hell out of him.
How
So
am I supposed to know what he's shooting at me? I see
Just
a
like he doesn't
crossbow.
know what spell you cast at him. I don't know.
The only spell I cast was freaking the chain, so he wouldn't run away.
That's the only spell you cast. Earlier you told us
Uh,
you cast counterspell on him.
Well, yeah, because he was trying to cast a spell on me. But other than that, that was the only other spell. All my other spells, I was trying to communicate with the rest of my
So what
team.
it sounds like to me is a bit of a mistaken identity, and you attacked thinking he was trying to do something nefarious towards you.
What it sounds like is this is a lousy excuse for freaking town guards. You have missing children. You have folks coming in here trying to find and save the rest of them, and you're harassing the people who gave you the first lead in months, and you're sitting here harassing me.
I understand that you think you've given us the first leads we've had in months,
Well, when I
but that
first come
doesn't
to
give you
town,
the right to
guards did-
attack our people. You're a stranger to our city, and you have attacked somebody who lives in the city.
Is he still in the zone of truth too? The guy interrogating?
Yeah, as far as he's concerned,
We were told earlier there were no drow in the city.
he actually said that earlier in this questioning, that he didn't see too many draw at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, all right, then I will rephrase what I said. You attacked somebody because they were a drow. Both of
No,
you...
I attacked somebody who
Shoot,
Was-
that didn't make it better.
hiding, following me. I turn, look at him. He tries to cast some kind of spell
that you
my
can't
direction.
identify.
that I can't identify. Well,
Did the
actually,
spell
I could
target you?
I can identify darkness because I cast that, and that's not the somatics he was using.
You told me earlier you didn't know what spell it was.
I don't know what spell it was, but I can tell you it's not darkness because these are the hand motions for darkness. And if you want, I will cast darkness and then dismiss it.
Can you wait till I'm there to cast darkness? So I can leave?
So we'll get back to you.
Okay.
Do you guys come downstairs?
Yes, I would like to. Before I get down there, though, because I assume at some point they're going to try and take our stuff, I would like to try and have my lockpick tools hidden in a
you're,
lusty
getting,
hiding place.
you're getting yourself ready to be locked up.
Oh, yeah. Always prepared with the options.
Serge, you coming out?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time
Mm-hmm.
getting ready,
Okay.
and this time,
So you're giving Marcus more time to dig a hole. Gotcha.
yes, a very big
Dig-
hole. But I will openly
That he is
wear.
steadily throwing you guys into.
Yep, I will openly wear my keeper symbol because I hear that he's digging a hole. It seems like so.
Well, Fractured
I will
Avatar,
openly
welcome
wear that.
back. Yes, we have a few new players, and due to the new players, we don't have a full overlay because cameras keep clicking in and out, so we're just using this one. But thank you for joining us again. As we figure out how deep this hole is, Brother May is digging for his party.
So deep. So deep.
It is not deep, but we just have incompetent
To
law
dig
enforcement
out
in
a
this
trench
country.
under
And that is not making it any better for you. I'm just going to say it right there. When you point blank call the enforcement incompetent while they're questioning you about beating some guy half to death in the middle of a road because you didn't like the color of his skin, yes, it's not working out too well for you.
They're the one that brought up the color of the skin. I did not.
You said I had this. There was a drow chasing me, and
he was stealthily following me. He tried
and
to
you
cast a spell.
assumed he was the same guy from the night before.
Yes, because I saw a shadowy figure. I see a shadowy figure trying to follow me.
All right, the priest leaves the room. You are no longer in the zone of truth. Questionings has stopped. Sergeant Rock, who's left the camera. Dux noticed the priest leave the room and go back in the room where he was at first. And they'll start questioning in there.
Before I leave my room, I am going to cast Pass Without Trace
All right.
and concentrate on that. I'm not going to stealth myself, but I am going to concentrate on that.
I can't. I already answered. They know I'm in the room.
All right, so after about 30 minutes or so, by this time, is everybody
Yes.
making their way? All right.
Yeah, I was out of there prior to the 15 minutes, but not by much.
All right, so
Oh, I took
as you
20.
guys are coming in, do you see all right, so the guy leaves the room, one of the watch leave the room where the priest went in, walks into the room, walks over to the door next to where the priest left earlier for those who are outside. Anyway, we'll just do it this way. They leave the drow's room and go to Brother Mayai's door. He whispers something to the officer that's there, and then he goes back. Apparently, somebody's trying to take out Sergeant Rock's characters that he plays in other games. All right, so Brother Mayai, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, if
Is
you
this the same guy I've been talking to?
Yes,
or-
it is. I just want to make sure I call you by the proper title. Why do you still call yourself Brother Mayai if you're no longer a keeper? Just curious.
I am basically retired. Then my partner came in. There was a mission that was
No, I'm not worried about that. I was just curious as to why you called yourself Brother Mayai if you weren't a keeper any longer. That's all. I'm done
Because
with our
I'm-
line of questioning here. We're done.
because I may not be a full-fledged keeper at this moment, but I am still a cleric of Azrael. As you can see my symbol here.
Death cleric.
Yes, I take care of the dead. That's why I'm hunting a lich.
You never mentioned a lich in the.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yep.
Early on.
Yes.
Prior.
When I was talking about
That's right, you did. My bad.
islands.
Hey,
So
I
that's
remember
one
That
of
was like
things
the
too.
first thing he mentioned was the lich.
If
Yep.
you would,
And a vampire.
so prior to this, well, no, luckily for you guys, they do not take you into custody and they do not check the rest of y'all's bags, because that was going to be the first thing I was going to do. Yeah, that might not have turned out very well.
Mhm.
So, Brother May I,
Yes.
sorry that we've held up your time. Thank you for answering the questions that we've had for you. Your friends are outside. They're being brought in as we speak. But the gentleman in the other room answered a few more questions we had for him while you were in here. His answers were either non-committal or incorrect. So we will hold
Okay.
him longer and investigate him further. Just try to stay out of trouble.
I am trying
This
to
is the
find...
second day that you've been in my office for two separate occurrences, encounters, whatever.
Yes, because your town has it out for me. I am trying to save the
they
children of
didn't.
this
The
town.
town doesn't know you, Brother May I. We don't know you. So I'm going to say, as a personal courtesy, seeing as how you're a retired individual and not an actual member of the Keepers, to
Well,
keep your
like
nose
I said, my
clean.
partner brought me back.
Your
in,
partner's
so
not the one I'm talking to. I'm talking
I'm
to
just
you.
saying I don't know what my status is with headquarters because I haven't talked to them. If they want me back in full time or what.
But you know that you're not, as of right now, as far as your knowledge is concerned, correct?
That isn't correct because, like I said, my partner came to me
You,
and said,
furry
"Hey, we
one,
need
your
help."
name is Surge, correct?
Yep.
You're a keeper.
Yep.
Would have liked to have known that the other day, but that's fine. I understand. You know, staying
I
low
got
key and all.
the sense
Is this
that you
guy a
wouldn't
keeper?
like it. He's pointing at May I?
Yes.
Yes.
So he is an active keeper.
So I was sent
He's not retired.
from
Yeah.
Nirenthal to find him and join him on. So
What were you sent to join
Yes.
him on?
to take care of the lich that's stealing the children, that is.
That's
You
the
got a
reason you were
while?
sent? No, you know what? It has no bearing on me. So you're telling me that he is an active keeper. And please, I don't want to bring the priest out. He's
Yes.
kind of keeping the drow occupied at the moment. Deception check.
I am going to go ahead and say yes, because why would they send me to find someone who's not?
Because you were actually sent to help him find his son and put that to rest.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with the lich.
Yes.
But he's performing in the service of a
Yes.
keeper's mission.
Yeah.
But
he
you
has
know that
joined
he is
me
still
and-
not a keeper.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and give me a deception check?
It's been a minute. I completely forgot.
Do
that
you
it was
want
just
one
to
of
find his
my-
son.
Uh,
I have an advantage on an ability.
But
Okay.
finding his son and putting this to rest includes the lich. Yeah?
That's,
True.
yeah, but that's
We-
not the point. The question was, is he an active keeper?
Was he
I
described as
think you
being
could
an
argue he's been
ex-keeper?
reactivated for this mission.
He was never told that. He was told to go find Brother May I and use Brother May I to find his son to put an end to that.
Marcus, did
Okay.
you hand Curtis a shovel and we didn't know it?
So yeah, I am going to go ahead and use my advantage on an ability check, because deception is not my forte, and we will find out. It's a natural 20 for a 19, because it's not my forte.
And that's a good thing because the
Wow, it's
two.
2 and a 19. It's kind of opposite ends of the spectrum.
It's a good thing because the two definitely would have been below my 4 insight check.
So yeah, and it's one of those things that's trying to interpret. It's like, we dealt with his son,
Okay, so
and he's been helping me with keeper stuff.
How old are you, son?
Oh,
16. coming on 17.
I am 16.
It's
No.
weird because I'm not from here and I'm not really keeping track of time
All right.
too much.
Because we've had to deal with your friend 2 nights this week, and I think it's the only 2 nights you guys have been in town. Am I mistaken?
I think this is
Three?
the third.
Okay, so 2 out of
Because
the
we
3
came
nights
in.
we've had him in town with us in the office here. All right, so first of all, I need to know each one of y'all's names.
You got
Sorry.
mine.
Serge, you have a surname.
No.
Okay,
Oh no.
so you have no surname.
Surge.
Understood. Where's your?
See, I'm from the woods, way up north.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Maybe, wait, actually,
You're one of those nomadic tribes that only give their people one name. What's your clan's name? Do you know what the clan was you're part of?
We don't really have a clan name per se.
Well, I mean, barbarian clans have clan names.
Well, I'm not a barbarian. I'm more of a druid fella.
I understand.
And actually, if I'm thinking about it, I'm more northwest. Yeah.
But you
you know-
don't know what the name of your clan was, because I'm sure every nomadic tribe has a tribe name. That's what I'm referring to.
Well, I'm not nomadic. My
Your
tribe
group
isn't
wasn't?
nomadic.
They're not,
No.
but your tribe still has no name.
Well, I left my tribe, so I don't have. We're on good terms, but I don't.
I
have
understand
clan
that, but
name.
what's the name of the actual clan that you left?
I can get back to you with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we got you, and your name is Dux. He said your name is longer than that, so would you care to elaborate on that for us?
I have no idea how it's spelt, because he speaks kind of gibberish when he says his name.
Are you talking to me right now?
He's looking directly at you, yeah.
Oh. Well, my name's Dumeur Rageler.
Du Mortois?
Rageler.
Yeah, you definitely do mumble on that last name.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just like, okay.
Okay, and Sergeant Rock. I'm sure your first name's not Sergeant, your last name's Rock. I mean, how's this work?
mean-
Sergeant Rocky Rock, 2nd Battalion, 75th Regiment Rangers, U.S. Army, serial number 738-424.
Wait, your name's not Sergeant?
I'm
That's
really
fine.
confused.
I thought your name was Sergeant.
Yeah.
Might seem that way to you fellas, but it's actually Rocky.
I thought your name was Sergeant Rock.
So your name is
Rocky,
Rocky
huh?
Rock,
Like
and
one
you
long.
hold the rank of Sergeant in what? I've never heard of that.
United States Army.
And what continent is that on? Because it's not on this continent.
States is in North America, sir.
We don't. There's no North America. What is
I
that?
have traveled from afar. I was brought
Like
here
I told
by,
you, we have no idea half the time what he
Okay,
says.
so
He seems to be a little touched in the brain, but he's not evil.
and your name, Miss? I believe it was Belfie. Belfie
Belfie Ironsworn.
Deception.
I am extremely confused. I could have
I'm
swore
going to
for the
aid her
longest time your name
telepathically.
was Sergeant.
You don't need to.
And I'm trying to like make a scene
Yeah, I wouldn't have
as
lied if
well
I
as
didn't
like
have
just being
deception.
utterly confused to try and distract
Okay,
him from her
and
deception.
do you guys know the complete name for this corporal punishment that you have? I mean, it's the same as the Rock here. Is like corporal's supposed to be her rank, and her name is something
I have
different.
no idea anymore.
I
What does
really
she
don't-
look like?
I thought
'Cause,
his name was Sergeant, and her name was Corporal, but I don't know anymore.
How come you don't have another name there?
Brother, may I?
Yes.
Is your name Brother? Is your
May
name
I?
Brother? May I? 'Cause if this is Sergeant Rock and that's Corporal Punishment, I have no idea what's going on anymore.
So what is your name if Surge is your title?
Your
Well, no,
name's
my
Serge.
name is Surge.
Serge,
It's
right?
just I
So
don't really use my clan's name anymore because I left, but we're
Hey,
on
there's
good
nothing, right?
terms, so,
Just
you
stick
know.
with those. It's good.
in the clan.
Alright,
So you're
fine.
gonna like what is that, Bunny Rabbit Surge or something? I don't know who you are.
I don't.
I
You don't
grew
know
up
who
in a
he is.
monastery.
You're the one with the hidden.
I mean, I'm from a forest. a village in the forest, but not really a tribe. But I have no idea. I thought your name was Sir or Sergeant.
So-
Your
Enough.
name was Brother. Your name was, or her name was Corporal. And I know
Stay
you're
out of
Dutch,
trouble.
and
Get
I
out of my
can't remember your
precinct.
First name.
Somebody escort these fools out of here.
Uh,
But yeah, no.
just
He
Keep
thought
him
your
out
name
of
was
trouble. I don't want to see
Sergeant.
him again.
well,
Your name was
Just so you-
Brother.
I
on,
grew up in
man.
a monastery. That's why I'm brother.
So
just
what is
you
the rest
know,
of your name, may I? Since apparently brother is not your first name.
Ew.
I wasn't given a last name. I grew up in a monastery.
Which
So they just
monastery?
called you May I?
We'll make up a name for it later. I don't know. It was,
All right.
but
I'm gonna grab
so
you and be screaming, "What
don't-
is going on?"
I don't want to give the responsibility to the 16-year-old to keep the older man out of trouble. So I'm going to tell you, Rocky, don't want to see him again in my office. So can you please keep him out of here, out of trouble or whatever?
Yeah, more
well,
than enough.
before I go,
You have the right to
just
remain
want-
silent, and I wish you would use it.
well, if you let me explain one damn
I
second,
think
That
it's-
doesn't. That's not how silence works. Somebody bring me a fucking wizard.
That's right. Gentlemen,
Right.
only name, rank,
may
serial
I?
number. We're being interrogated. Let's go.
May I?
What?
Should we just leave? Should we
I'm
just
letting him know now that
exit
after
the
we sleep,
building?
While you're talking, I'm screaming at you that I am so confused, have no idea what's going on, louder than you can talk.
I just leave and go back to the hotel to go back to sleep. And
I'm
just
just
leave.
gonna grab May I's beard and start walking out of the precinct.
And I'm hoping to hoist them out.
we will be investigating the
Still
sewers
screaming.
tomorrow. So you may end up seeing me again.
I better not.
Does he have an ulcer? This guy who's talking to us?
Oh,
He's popping some sort of potion right now.
captured a Drow. You've got the Drow prisoner. You might coincidentally notice no more children go missing now that you've got that Drow.
And about that time,
Jesus.
two soldiers come running in the door,
The children are missing. Children.
and yes, the children are missing.
And I keep pushing
See?
May I out. I don't let him rebuttal.
This proves my fucking point. You
So
So
wasted
if you
our
guys,
time.
if you guys would be so good, kind, and look down at the bottom part of the map, bottom right corner.
What the frack is that?
That was what was sitting in reserves down in the bottom corner while you guys were being distracted. You guys just went with it.
Really? So there's a whole squad of
There
these.
was a whole squad. And the two that were sent out to keep you guys occupied for at least a few rounds have kept you occupied all night long.
At the cost of one of their lives, but well done.
He's a male. It didn't matter.
Yep.
I was just trying to sleep, man.
This is the incompetence I was
Oh,
trying to
damn now.
tell you. If you let us do our fucking job,
When you're
you
trying to
wouldn't have
talk to him,
this.
I want you to give me a wisdom save, please.
Me?
Yeah.
You know that's his strong suit.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Well, I mean, it's worth it. That's one more than my
What is it?
DC, so it didn't work.
All right.
What were you trying to do?
That's up for me to know.
I
Yes, so apparently while you guys were being kept occupied, somebody did take off the... I don't understand how they knew where the children were at. They were in a secret location.
It wasn't that secret. It should have been.
So you knew where the kids were at.
I'm not going to lie. We dealt with the freaking store shop owner.
Yeah, he's dead.
No.
Well, yeah, him and the two women that were sit there to guard them are both dead, all three dead.
Damn it all.
Do you need us to bring them back to life?
Yeah.
I can do that.
We can bring them back and question them. I've seen this guy with chunks. Anyway,
He can talk to him too.
Yes.
I'm pointing at May I can make him live.
I would
You can
rather
talk to
you
him.
leave my city and
Those
take
fellas
him
are-
with you.
Right.
So
But we can
you just want to let
those-
your kids miss, or would you like us to go and take care of these guys after we take a long rest?
You couldn't make it 3 days in my city without getting arrested twice.
Because of the incompetence of your staff.
Really? They arrested you twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Why the real bad guys are the ones that took the children.
Yeah.
And I walk away.
Everybody else?
We need to speak with Ed. on the
Since I
victim.
couldn't charm you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Since I couldn't charm you,
We need to speak
I
with
still
Ed on
have
the
that
victim, verify that they will verify our reports that it's Drow. Because I'm sure they'll tell you they were killed by Drow.
I'm already on my way to where the children were being kept.
Yep, it's cordoned off and it's got lots of city watch around it.
I have a 38 stealth.
All right. So you sneaking in?
I'm first I'm just observing to see if I notice any bystanders who are paying a lot of attention to it.
Well, I mean, you do. You see people from that have come out to keep an eye out. You hear a couple whispers about how somebody killed somebody in the streets 2 blocks away and stuffed the body in a bag, and you hear all about all the rest of the issues that people were watching from windows.
Hear anything about any darts being found at this location?
You do not.
Do I notice?
It's almost
any-
as if somebody may have gave him a heads up to police their stuff better.
What? Like someone called my company.
Planet, I went at that other site. They're like, make sure you don't leave any darts behind.
Right.
But yeah, you see several people from the city just kind of standing around looking.
So I've seen their footprints and stuff before because I tracked them from roof to roof and then down to the sewers. Do I notice any matching footprints around the back or
Give
the
me an investigation.
outside? That's not where a duck's at.
You want one of my
um
bandages?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally do.
So go ahead
That
and
do.
That didn't help.
no. So you do find blood pools, 1 upstairs, 2 downstairs.
No footprints leading the way.
Nope. No footprints.
Are there any sewers around this building?
Not that you can find. I mean, you don't see any sewer entrance in the building. No.
But like in the basement, there's no.
Nope.
Or I'll sneak back out.
Let's see.
Brock's doing a completely different thing. He leaves the station.
No, your investigation wasn't high enough.
Nope.
All right.
Brock leaves the station, goes around the corner, puts his hood up, comes back to the station. He's got an idea of what wall, what outer wall is adjacent to the room where the drow is.
Yeah. Okay. So you're able to look through the
on
wall.
that drow.
Yep. He's sitting there with
Yeah, I
chains
wanna-
on and shaking his head.
And then I can use a cantrip, communicate with that guy.
And
So I key my walkie-talkie and I'm going to ask that guy where'd they take the kids.
kind of looks around. Looks towards the door. I'm not
This is
saying
your last chance for a promotion.
not saying a word.
I can get you out of there if you just tell me where they are.
Perhaps you should step inside the room with the zone of truth and say that again.
Nope, you can either get yourself out of there or you can let the law have their way with you.
Oh, is that how it's supposed to be? It shouldn't be too hard. It's just humans.
Wait a minute. This guy's not a Drow?
Oh yeah, he's Drow.
Oh, is he talking about me?
No, he's
Oh, I
talking
see.
about he hasn't seen you.
Right.
You're talking to him through message, which of course is a cantrip. He's responding.
Yeah.
He's talking about the City Watch are all just humans.
Yeah. Well,
Are you one of the ones that are sticking their nose where it doesn't belong?
that belongs there, pal. And we're going to find out what happened to those kids.
I don't think I'd be concerned about the children. I'd be more concerned about repercussions from your involvement.
All right. Well, just so you know, we're going to wipe out the rest of the Drow, and we're going to kill the Lich, and we're going to kill any other vampires. We're going to free the kids. Have a good night.
You too.
Let me just check on something here.
I mean, you've got him in a zone of truth right now. You sure you don't want to ask any more questions? Because the priest is still standing in the fucking corner. He's looking at him kind of confused because this guy is answering everything you say openly. Matter of fact, I think the priest might have cast, like, some sort of protection from good and evil. He's kind of looking leery at the guy. He's like, I don't know if I want to stand. Yes.
Crossing himself and all.
Neutralis guide me. Neutralis protect me.
I'm just pondering whether I want to go ahead and leave the guy in a bonfire before I wander off. But I think he'll incriminate himself, so I'll just leave him to it.
Okay.
Go back to the hotel and take a rest because I've been out my free slats for a long time and I don't like it.
All right, so you leave and head to the inn to rest. What's everybody else doing?
I went back to the inn to rest because I'm going to go down the sewers tomorrow morning.
All right, resting.
I'm gonna rest, but be a bumbling mess because everything I knew was but was not lies. They told me their names, but they're not lying. I have no idea what's going on.
Ducks. Oh, and yeah, don't forget when Corporal shows up, what you got to do with that one. I mean, you already know that Brother and Sarge are not their names, so now you got to check with Corporal when she finally shows up. Ducks, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going back to the inn and working on some new identities just so that I'll have some truth to tell next time I get thrown under the bus.
All right. And Corporal Punishment, your midnight ride just it goes pretty much uneventful. You flying or just riding?
I would just flew around. I left out the city with him and did a little fly arounds. And then I said goodbye to him and released him from his bond.
All right. So when you're flying around, give me a perception.
Okay.
Belfie, what did Belfie do? Did you go back to the inn and try to get some more sleep?
Yeah, once I was not able to find anything at the place, I would go back to the inn, and if nobody else was in the
All
common
right.
room.
So then you release your bond. Technically you don't have to release your bond. You just cast your 1/4 level spell to summon the steed once more.
Yeah, it takes me 10 minutes.
All right, so you spend 10 minutes and you summon yourself the whatever it is, Periton.
Periton.
As you summon, the current form of Fred vanishes, fades away. And then out of the clouds flies the Periton and lands in front of you.
Hello, Fred the Second.
Kind of tilts his head looking at you kind of confused.
Well, he does understand my language, so.
Oh, yes, he understands your language. He just doesn't understand why he's called the Second.
Oh, I had to release Fred to summon you, so. Welcome.
He
I'm
just
happy to have you.
kind of shakes his head and I guess, kind of kneels down as a way of saying thank you?
I will give him a pet on the beak. I'll say, I
Well,
want
it
you
doesn't
to
actually
find.
have a beak. A Periton has like a nose like a deer.
Oh, okay, then I'll
Not a
pet him
weird
on the
maw
snout.
thing.
Yeah, it's like a lion something or other. So I would tell him to find someplace safe to sleep tonight, to stay within a mile of me. And I'm going to go to the inn.
All right, let's see. All right, so you went to the inn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see what everyone else is up to. And if they're asleep, I'll go back to the stables and sleep for the rest of the night.
It sounds like well, I'm gonna say about the time you go to check on them is when everybody's starting to show back up, so they can fill you in if they want to, or have any other kind of recourse, what have you.
Hi guys, what's up? Been a long time.
Evidently, everybody has different names. May I's been in jail again, and I'm exhausted. And I just, oh, and children, they're gone now. And I
Yeah.
stomp up to the room.
Wait, the kids that were in the cellar?
Kids that were in the cellar. Yeah, the protectors got killed. The bad guys.
Crap.
Yeah. While we were in the precinct house. So we have a perfect alibi because they were interrogating us while the kids were being taken away.
Why were you being interrogated? What'd you do?
Because the cops are
You let
incompetent.
May I out of the bag.
Yeah, was kind of spouting off a bunch of stuff, and they brought us all in.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, not that I would have been back there watching the place. I was watching some stupid sewer grate.
I didn't know, otherwise I'd have kept an eye on it. I let Fred go.
Oh man! Well, were you patrolling up until you let them go? Did you see anything from the
I wasn't really keeping a good eye out. I'm really sad that Fred left, but I have a new pet now, and I call him Fred too. But tell me more about this interrogation. Why may I get arrested?
I guess it's a habit of his. No,
I had a drow attack me. I killed
Drow
it,
said-
or
yeah.
did kill him, but. And then when I'm telling them we're trying to protect the children, they take us away, and the kids end up getting taken. I'll order a shot and ask the bartender if the cops are always this incompetent.
You should have come and woke me up. I was at the
Please tell
stables.
me you did not tell the cops that yourself.
You weren't at the stables?
I might have said something like that.
They're just
Well,
overworked.
If they let us do a job, the kids wouldn't have gone missing.
The children are missing.
Yes,
All the remaining kids in town have been grabbed.
because the cops were questioning us instead of letting us do our job. I'll down the shot, pay him a gold, and go to my room.
Your friend's a tad bit
wait.
salty, isn't he?
Yeah. I got you to. I need you to ask some questions.
Oh, what?
Ready to speak with Dad? I'll go up to your room with you.
Oh, okay.
And it's probably useless because the drill won't tell us anything we want to know. But we'll pull out a guard, nasty, beat up, fired up.
All right,
tore
so
up body.
anything else before we go to that?
Which room is
So
going to
I
be the one
rolled
that?
to forge 2 new identities, and I created 2 disguises for those identities. So 28 for the forgery of my new identity, and a 24 for the disguise, and a 22 for the forgery of the second, and a 29 for the disguise. So I have them ready in case they're.
You think you may have done a good job.
Okay.
They look pretty good.
Much appreciated.
Your name's not Ducks then. Really confused search.
You really think I
It's
would
like
tell you my,
leaves,
my
like,
real
fuck
name,
you all,
Marcus?
I'm done.
All right. So yeah, you all head up to the room.
Yep.
So your friend there
About it.
seems a tad bit salty this evening. And I, for some reason, can't slip into my dwarf voice right now.
You've been a cop for too long tonight.
Yeah, I have been. Been answering too many questions too much for the night. So tell me, lass, what's got your friend all messed up there? He seems to be a bit salty. No one?
Who's
Bartender
Who's the
talking
last?
to.
I was speaking to a lass. There's only 2 lasses here, so I figured either one of them might be able to answer.
The salty one, I'd assume, is May I, who is talking trash on cops.
I have
But
no
I wanna
idea. I just
room.
got here.
Okay. Do you need a room for the night? Horned one.
No, I'll go back and sleep at the stables. I'm comfortable there.
We can give you a room. We can probably bunk with any other friends.
I don't think so. They're a little not like me.
To each their own, I suppose.
Sleeping in the hay is very comfortable, actually.
Take your word for it. I prefer to sleep in the hay that's in a bag.
Yeah, not really my thing. You know, not where I come from. We don't sleep like that.
I won't pry.
Thank you.
Have yourselves a good night. Now,
You too.
Serge, I'm surprised you didn't ask Corporal.
He is just out of his mind right now. He has no idea what's going on. He's gonna process it.
So, if anybody has to walk past my room, I'm assuming our rooms are all close together. As you two, Rock and May I, were walking past, you probably would have heard the crashing of things being thrown. Because of Belfie's backstory, the idea of these kids being taken like that. Here,
Okay.
and me witnessing it, not sitting well at all.
All right. Is your door locked?
Yes.
Everything all right in there?
Fine, just. Fine.
Okay. See you in the morning.
Right.
So are you gonna be talking to the dead body in the room me and you're staying in?
I guess so.
Okay.
Alright, so,
That's where I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna be in that room, and I'm going to be doing something interesting.
You're gonna be asking it its name 20 times.
No, this is gonna be something that is from my background, more or less. So I'm gonna get out all my components and do a little ritual
yeah,
that I did to
he's gonna pull it out,
find
do a line.
my spiritual being that I am aligned with my race. So I'm gonna start that all up and going. I'm going to take a magic mushroom,
Do you need to have some
pop it,
snacks
turn
nearby for when
into
you
a
get down?
tiger.
I was joking about the line of drugs, man.
No, this is part of my backstory. So I'm gonna get all that cooking and going, and because
We're in
I
the third
trained.
world, asshole.
Yeah,
They
I'm gonna be-
can't
'cause I-
see us.
Trained with the shaman of my tribe to do this, and I'm gonna set that up and get it going. Become a tiger, and then just kind of do my own thing in there while they're talking to the dead thing. Try and meditate and figure this out my own way.
So somebody's shifting completely into a tiger and deciding to
Yes.
drink a bowl full of shroom juice.
Mushroom tea, man.
The high tiger.
A little bit of mushroom tea, a little bit of
Little,
peyote,
little bit
just
of peyote soul
a
searching there.
concoction of stuff.
I feel like we're about to lose our rooms.
It's not gonna like hotbox the entire place. It's just a little for myself.
I think she's more afraid of the fact of what's going to happen with a high-ass tiger running around the building.
You know what? It's not a saber tooth because that's not really my thing. It's more of a tiger. So
Or all will be well.
yeah,
All will be well. Yes.
yeah.
I'll hear enough of that tomorrow night. Thank you.
So I'm gonna be like, "Don't worry, guys," and then that.
And Susie turns to the tiger and just stuffles down every bit of whatever's in that bowl. What are you guys doing?
When he pulls out the body, I will do.
All right, so
Speak with the-
Sergeant Rock opens up his bag of holding and pulls out this mangled, broken,
Shot up.
shattered body of a dark elf that's wearing. I guess he's still wearing his chest plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you cast this, the story is this guy failed on his mission. They didn't get the kids. The boss wants to know why he couldn't do his job. That's the
Okay.
story.
Did we search his body for anything?
No. No, we never did. I was kind of in a hurry to scoop him off the street and get out of there. So, yeah, we could check him over now, I guess.
All right. Well, like I said, he's wearing a chest plate, armor.
Yeah, best
Has no components. Has a spell focus.
Okay. Does detect magic cause anything to sparkle on him?
Just the spell focus. Just you know that it was used to cast the magic.
Okay.
You don't find anything else magical on him. And with your 11 investigation, you find nothing in his pockets other than, of course, maybe some small components that might be needed for spells.
Okay. I'll pocket
You
those.
do
little
find
components.
Actually, he didn't even have that on him, so no, you don't find that.
Okay.
If he had any letters or spell scrolls, those were probably burned up.
Probably, because the body is cooked, too. It's been
Those are
torched.
gone. Yeah.
Okay.
You
So-
think it's a drow because they said it was a drow, but it's a pretty mangled, burnt humanoid body.
Looks like it was shot, beaten, dropped 9 stories, and then burned. So when we pull it out, Rock says, he died of natural causes. After being shot, almost dropped 90 stories and burned, naturally he died.
See, it's easier to
And if it was
question them
modern
if they're
life, he'd
alive.
probably be written up as being COVID death.
So the story is
Natural
we were
causes.
test. We were actually put out here by the Lich to test his ability to distract. He failed. We want to know why he failed.
Okay. Well, then I will put up my hood, go and Corporal Wraith, and
Good idea. Brock will be invisible.
cast Speak with Dead.
Uh-huh.
What was your mission here?
So, takes an intake of breath, and it looks at you, and its jaw pretty much just hangs loose.
Okay.
And your question was, once again?
What was your mission here?
Delay.
Where are the children my master seeks?
Gone.
Where?
I don't know.
That's 3. Did the rest take the sewer exit?
I don't know.
Where does the sewer lead?
Underdark.
Here's the Underdark.
And well, that would be 5 there. Do I need to talk to him again, Rock? Got any questions before I bring him back?
Well, we know the kids are in the Underdark. I guess that's about all we're going to get.
Okay. So what do you want to do with this body?
Throw it in the river.
All right. Should we leave a piece for Surge? Maybe we can resurrect them to something else.
Nope.
Okay.
The potential chip collection.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't have wood chippers. I'd put them through one of those.
All right. Well, let's put them back in your bag so we can get them out of town first. Help him stuff them back in the bag, and I'll pull a little bit of his hair out, slide it in my pocket.
There's no hair.
Oh,
No, it's burned.
take a piece of his skin and put it in my pocket.
What? No,
There's
that's
not much
on
skin
purpose.
left. It's all burnt up.
Okay, fine.
Are you trying to do something because of my spell?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a piece of burnt skin. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna give it to Surge.
Is it like crackling?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
A piece of dead humanoid. That's it.
Burnt piece of dead humanoid.
Sergeant Rock, give me perception.
I was gonna try to hide it, but
See if I generically notice.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eat it?
you notice as you slide the body back in, for some reason it's missing a pinky.
Yeah, I don't know why you would grab a piece of this thing, may I? There's no reason to bring him back. He's pure evil. I'll tell you what I'll plan for him.
I'll throw his finger in the bag.
You didn't have his finger. You had
Oh.
a piece of skin, you said.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, you said his finger was missing.
Correct.
so-
Yeah, I know what I said.
Okay.
I also know what you said.
Pinky
Okay.
fell off. So he's being reincarnated by, he probably gave a pinky so he could be reincarnated by his master.
He has a boon that I gave him that allowed him to use the Speak with Dead. But apparently... It doesn't say anywhere in the spell that you can't speak with the same one, huh? But it's not going to know anything new when you talk to it again, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so what are you doing? You shove the broken, burnt, nasty piece of, whatever back in the bag?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not burnt enough though. So
Yes, go ahead and light the tavern on fire. It works.
we need is there like someplace around town where people kind of hang out and have a little bonfire, entertain themselves?
Are you asking the guy downstairs that question, or are you asking me as
Yeah.
the DM? You're looking for a bonfire.
Yeah.
Not this late at night, I don't believe.
Oh, maybe
I mean,
12.
sometimes the bonfires are all done outside the city. I don't recall of anyone being inside the city. You just looking to burn things?
I was just curious if there's a social activity going on with that sort of thing.
Not recently. I mean, there may be a festival later on that has one. Periodically, we have those.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
Rock will bide his time. Then he'll go invisibly to the the gate, and then he'll de-door 500 feet. So from 50 feet inside the gate to some good distance outside the gate, and we'll go over in the woods invisibly, and I'll cast bonfire, and then he'll just totally incinerate the body that he's got.
You doing that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be up all night anyway, so we can do that.
All right, so you leave to go do that. All right, so we'll say the next day comes. You've torched the remainder of the body you had. When you come back to the inn, good morning, sir. There was a note left for you.
For me, Sergeant
Yes.
Rock.
Yes,
All
I
right.
believe so. It was. It was strange. It was just left for you to deliver to you once you returned.
Oh, well, let me have a look.
Hands you a letter that is written, very stylish handwriting. So, until we meet again, our conversation last night was most excellent. Too bad for the priest, though, but he was only human.
I go down to the precinct house.
You go to the precinct house.
Yeah.
Guards
Sure,
all
yeah.
around it. The door's been taped off. Hey, what you need?
Had some questions for that drow you got captured.
You're gonna have to find him and ask him yourself.
Well, I got him back there, don't you?
Do you see the tape on the door?
Yeah, I figured you guys were just kind of making sure you stayed in there.
No, we're investigating the deaths of 5 other officers, including the priest.
So that guy was a little more than you could handle, huh?
That and his friends, yes.
All right, well, we'll be tracking him down anyway. We'll be happy to kill him for you.
Well, I appreciate that. If you find him, bring him back to us.
Oh,
And then
doubt
again,
he's gonna go
I
willingly.
don't think it really matters. At this point in time, we can't do anything about it anyway. They're way beyond our means. The captain's dead. The priest that we used to interrogate soldiers is dead. And I'm bleeding off my shoulders. So, you know what? Fuck it. I quit. And he walks away.
I should have burned him.
Is there any cool weapons or magic items left in the precinct?
Nope.
Pretty sure that drow looted the place before he wanted.
There was nothing in there magical to begin with. You've noticed a very lack of magical items on any of these guards, so. Oh, and for some reason, you did hear rumors or whispers about. No, they wouldn't really. Oh, yeah, they would. Probably would have. Your names are written in blood on the wall inside the interrogation chamber. Just your first names. Well,
Oh, so
those who actually have first names.
yeah, well, did that guy write this? here?
Right,
You guys.
corporal, or did they write? Did they write sergeant?
Corporal's name's not there. Fallon's character's name's not there. Melina. Dux, May I, Rocky, Belfie, and Surge.
So I'm still asleep.
Well, they know who we are. We don't exactly know who they are, but we know they're from the underworld.
I love the comment. I really, really do. So basically, you guys have left the town defenseless after 3 days.
Might sound surprised in chat. We have it all together. There's never a plan. Ever.
So, Sergeant Rock, you are the only one that knows this.
But I'm gonna go running right back to my comrades and let them know.
As you get back, everybody's waking up with a long rest.
Oh, good.
And what would you like to do before Sergeant Rock comes back? Because his little thing happens as you guys are waking up.
I would be going. May I and I would probably be going to the enchanter.
Yeah. Well, get breakfast first.
Who did we lose?
Ducks.
Oh, okay.
Ducks.
So, you guys getting breakfast or whatever, Sergeant Rock comes back in. Who all's eating breakfast?
And I'll probably eat.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm a half.
So,
I'm gonna eat.
does
Name a
anybody...
location for me, I search.
I should be at commentary eating.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
That guy that you saved the life of last night, he's out and about. Killed a bunch of the constables and took off.
Were
What
they
do you mean
dumb
killed a
enough to
bunch of
heal him
constables?
completely? He had like a little bit of health.
Yeah, well, you spared him. On the other hand, the guy.
Back
he's
up.
going-
What do you mean killed a bunch of constables and took off?
Yeah, he appears to have tore up
Describe
the
a
place.
bunch.
Well, he killed the leader of the gang, the cops, and he killed that priest that was zone of truthing him. I don't know. They might have had some help. I'll bet he called on his friends. But anyway, yeah, he messed the place up pretty good. And some other fun, he put our names up on the wall, just telling us that they know who we are.
Oh, let them come. So
Yeah.
you said the captain's dead?
Yeah, Captain's dead.
Good. Didn't like him anyways.
The whole force is kind of demoralized. I got to tell you, this town's going to be in pretty bad shape for a while. And you know what, May I? Next time you get a shot at a drow, you don't have to stabilize that guy.
I was just going to try to question him, see if we can get some answers, but Captain and his idiocy.
Well, from now on, we shoot to kill, and we leave them dead. And if we can incinerate the bodies. But yeah, no more than Mr. Nice Guy when it comes to drow.
Yeah. Well, if we can take care of this drow insurgent they have, maybe we can get at least one of the competent cops in charge and maybe build the force back up.
Yeah, well, I can tell you what that drow told us last night, that the sewers lead to the Underdark. So
That makes so much
that's where we're
sense.
taking the kids. So we've been combing the countryside. We've been going the wrong place.
Yeah.
We need yeah.
Well, I need to stop by the enchanter, pick up my stuff, and then I say we head to the sewers and hunt them down.
Yep. We got a plan.
All right, we need a plan, and I need more bacon, please.
Bacon's on its way, dear.
Thank you. Is it too early to drink?
If
Too
you're in
early
a
to
tavern,
drink.
it's never really too early to drink. Some people prefer their morning mead over any kind of bacon or eggs. Do you prefer me to bring you one?
No, just bacon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to stay frosty. We got some action to do today.
Maybe when Dux comes down, I'll ask if he made any contacts around town, see if they might know anything more about the sewers.
What do you need from me?
Yes, definitely don't ask me.
Did I know you were a rogue and ran off, or do I just know you as Belfie Twinblade?
You would know that I went with Ducks to go meet with the contacts. But
Okay.
Did you say
Well-
you're going to meet with contacts, or that you're just going somewhere?
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't really hiding who I was.
I mean, I feel like maybe you informed them that the Thieves Guild did give you that mission.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Just saying.
It's been a while. I had a rough week.
Yeah. 24 hours. What do you mean a while?
AI?
But please, by all
Rock?
means, if you'd like to wait for Ducks, I'll just eat my bacon.
Well, no.
No, it's fine.
I'm already downstairs. I was standing next
Did
to him.
y'all
He said, we'll
make
wait for
any
Ducks.
Oh, you actually did
friends?
quite well that time.
Corporal, are you there eating breakfast?
Oh, well, I'm there, but I already ate breakfast with Fred too because he's a really good hunter and got us some fresh meat.
Okay, so
So,
But I'm there.
So, did y'all make any contacts that might be able to help us navigate the sewer?
Anytime you
Sewers.
get sent down that way, either got lost or disappeared. So
Okay.
my thought is no, they didn't know what was down there. However, it may be worth us talking to them in regards to their contacts. Maybe. I look at Ducks.
What do you mean, their contacts?
That's not ours to share.
Okay.
Oh, that could be worth it. Why don't we go on a jaunt?
Look, the keepers have secrets, and so does the guild. And I'm not going to betray their trust by saying them out in the open, especially in a tavern.
No. I'll look around the tavern. Do I
Doesn't
see
matter.
anybody else?
in the tavern?
Yeah, downstairs with us. Or is someone still sleeping?
Let's see.
Wasn't there another person that was looking for children?
Yeah, there was. It's another person that was trying to find children. Who was that
Oh.
other person?
But they
I don't
weren't.
know.
I think they're
I'm very weary of us. Is she here?
Was she involved with the missing children?
She said she was looking for them.
Looking for someone, I guess.
I haven't seen her in a day or two.
Yeah. Probably best for her that she wasn't associating with you at that time.
So then why don't you let them know where you're sitting at while they're sitting here trying to locate you?
Marco! Marco!
She's sitting 2 chairs away from you as you're talking about her.
Dear
right
Lord, I'm
there.
not blind as a bat.
Are you really
Oh,
that
I'm
drunk,
sorry, I
Kelsey?
didn't hear
She's right
you.
there.
I didn't hear her.
And
I still can't hear her.
there are at least 4 other patrons in the room, in the tavern as well.
It's good that they're doing that.
You see a female half elf, 2 female humans, and a female halfling. Seems to be happy hour.
In the
They
morning.
may look at askance as as the sergeant says, "Hey, well, I got you guys all here. I got a little briefing. I got to present to you guys about combat security and keeping information from the enemy."
I'll
And he
take
gives
that
you
ale, please.
a 10-minute briefing.
Here's your ale. My, it's getting dark awfully early.
I'll go ahead and knock water breathing on everyone as well while we're here.
It's a
Don't
ritual.
recall there being a...
Mhm.
There is. Thought that storm was further away than this.
So you.
Oh,
And you can't be heard, by the way, Pee-wee, when you're trying to talk. So, well, I mean, Chad's even saying they can't hear you.
Do we need to go outside and figure out what's going on?
I'll go ahead and pop up Druidcraft, see what it says.
Druidcraft says there is a storm a brewing.
I'll look at her.
Yeah, I mean, let's get in here.
And you're certain that it's going to hit... The center of the storm is due to hit probably in about 3 hours.
Oh, there's a storm coming. It's about 3 hours away from now.
Good news is under the city it shouldn't affect us too much.
And for those who went out to look, the clouds are real thick and dark, and they've pretty much blotted out the sun.
They ain't happy, that's for sure.
Okay, question. How big are these sewers?
Parrots sized.
I mean, they're big enough for Drow to get around in, but that doesn't say much.
Are they even using them?
I mean, my Periton is a lot smaller than the Alicorn was.
In all fairness, isn't that a summoned creature? Can't you put it away and bring it back out as needed?
I can, but maybe we will need it. It takes 10 minutes to get it.
I'm just saying if it doesn't fit in the sewers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he can stay outside the sewers. I can speak to him within a mile.
Go to bed. Hurry.
Underdark could be a fair bit more than a mile down.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might be bivouacking down below.
By all means, if you want to try and bring him down, I don't know how he's going to get in the grate.
Well, how am I going to get in the grate? I've got 4-foot horns.
We can chop them off.
Yes,
No.
I even think climbing down a sewer would be easier for
You
you.
guys watch more than one movie.
Uh,
Watch Endgame.
All right.
okay, well, I mean, I was just questioning because I know when we went in that place that the dragon traced us into, that was a pretty big place.
Well, we won't know until we actually get to the sewers.
Well, wait. Didn't you?
Yes, if you want, let's go.
Wait,
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
Rock was doing like reconnaissance or something.
Rock reconnaissance.
Crookedness or something over at that area.
He was staring at it, but I don't know if he actually looked in it.
Did you ever get your carpet?
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
got it
We
before
told that guy
leaving.
we went by and picked up the carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'll pull out your flying carpet. Would you like this back?
Oh yeah, thanks.
In the...
Thanks. Yeah, it seems to just get you into trouble, so I think I'll keep track of this thing for a while.
Well, I'd say after breakfast, Belfie, we have some stuff to pick up, and then we head to the
Right.
sewers.
I'm going to look over at you. Yes,
Who's you?
you silent one on the screen. Yes. And I'm going to say, so, yes, exactly. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate the assist.
Melina?
So, have you heard anything in the last few days since you've been just trotting around town while all this is happening?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was asleep.
For 2 days.
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Alan, this is me trying to bring you into the main plot line. Alan, this is me trying to bring you into the main plot line.
That's right. I'll
Copy.
tell you what, you're trying to look for the kids. We're trying to look for the kids. I got a tip of where they may be. It's not going to
So
be fun, but you can
the
join us.
reason why Fallon was asleep for 2 days,
There we go.
Fallon's
Not Fallon,
character
Melina.
then, Melina was asleep for 2 days, is because she was locked in her own mind. Her dreams were filled with different memories of a village burning, of a loved one, possibly a sibling, being yanked from her and carried away. No,
A kid?
and the smell of burning flesh, and the fields all lit afire. That was a reoccurring dream or nightmare you had the entire time you've been unconscious, as if your body was trying to remember something that was important, and you just couldn't grasp it.
So are you coming?
A name tingles at the side, at the outskirts of your mind. Jax is all you can remember.
Are you? Are you coming?
Yes, you.
We have a beat on where these drow have taken the children.
I do plan on going with you if that's okay.
All the help would be appreciated, I'm sure.
Then yes, I will be coming along.
Anything do you need to prepare? Because this is going to happen fairly fast once it starts.
No,
Well, I do. I have to go to the Enchanter. May I, shall we?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's hit the shops one last time. I'm going to pick up some supplies for bivouacking. We're going to be ready to live down under for a while.
I'll be going with you guys.
Yep.
What's wrong?
So I'm just going to stock up on food.
I got quite a few
It's called
portions.
immersion. It's thunder.
rations. You don't need to buy some. I got about 38. Plus, I also got Goodberry if you want
Oh,
that.
good. That's right. Yeah, we can live off Goodberry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we also have this bag of bounty as well.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. The bag of bounty. Okay.
I mean, I got a whole bunch of things that we can use.
Do you have things that aren't bloodied?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good berries and bag of bounty and rations.
That's really good
Why
stuff.
do you think we have stuff that's bloody?
Do you want me to tell you here?
I'll
In the
reach
tavern.
in my bag. I'll turn away from you, reach in my bag, and pull out a head of cabbage that's perfectly clean.
Is it clean?
It's clean.
The
Yeah,
bag
no,
of
and I'll
bounty,
go ahead and
anything
put it
you
away.
want, you pull out.
This is my bag of colding.
Didn't we just cut mushrooms out of that?
And then I'll reach in and I'll pull out a little bit of a intestine. It's clean. Not bloody intestine. It's looking good, and I'll put it away.
Unless it's filled with other meats and called sausage, I'd rather not look at it.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
gonna get up and take a handful of bacon with me and walk towards the door.
Yeah.
Because bacon.
Everything's better with bacon.
Go pick up our stuff and meet everybody over at the sewer.
Yes, my stuff that was done fast. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right. And it's pushing 9 o'clock in Colorado.
Yep.
This might be a good place to pause.
So, you guys, I was trying to look for actual lightning bolts. You guys start to hear lightning cracks, thunder roll. Of course, that's what's scaring her, is me making the thunder noises with the side of the disc. It's pretty dark out, and the rain is starting to come down pretty heavy as you guys make your way towards the enchanter's shop. Let's see. Perception check for everybody who is outside.
Right.
Right.
Turn to the druid and go, hey, Sturge, is this natural or is this kind of a supernatural storm we got coming here?
Well, compared to last time, guidance. Let me find this. Not with advantage. Last time when we were in 30, or Azul with the vampire and all the shenanigans, whenever I'd cast my spell, it wouldn't tell us that it was overclassed and terrible out. It would say what it's actually doing. With this, the storm's inbound and it'll be here real soon. And it looks mighty upset.
And you
Rock.
know of a store. Yeah, a storm that was coming down from the north. And yeah, go ahead, do that again. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just looking at him. It's like, rock. Right?
That's right. Yep. Well, first
Hey.
name's Rock. Bear's had a sense of humor.
Okay, so it's Rocky,
Rocky
Rock.
Rock. That's right.
but not Sergeant Rocky Rock, U.S.
I-
Army
yeah,
Ranger
Sergeant.
75th Battalion? That's not your name.
Well, I was Lieutenant Rock for a while, and then got a little trouble, busted down to sergeant. But yeah, I've been around the dial a little bit.
So your name was Lieutenant, then Sergeant, but it's not.
Those were ranks. You'll get it eventually. So we should probably make sure the whole town knows that this is going to be a pretty bad storm before we disappear on them.
And
Why
for
the town doesn't seem to care.
For everybody who made a pretty decent perception check, you swear on each roll of thunder, you hear a horn going off in the distance. And that's where we'll end it.
Like that.
Just like
Oh,
that.
there's a ladybug.
So I'll hear a horn with my 30. Is it from town or from storm?
You,
Below
you,
town.
you hear it. I mean, you hear it somewhere in the distance. From
Why
where
would
you're
they be
at, probably
heading
from the northish direction.
So the way it's coming from.
Yes, everybody that I asked to roll a perception was supposed to roll a perception.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because I was with them while we were walking.
I think a 20 is pretty good. Rock gets it.
Everybody,
Thumbs up.
anybody rolled higher than a 16 got it. And
I
Surge
found a
with
ladybug.
Surge with his 30 could actually tell you it was coming from a distance. It sounded like it was off in the distance maybe, and it sounds like it's trying to be blown about the same time as the thunder crack. So,
So, yeah,
you're hearing it outside the city walls somewhere.
So are we
It's-
going to go under to the Underdark, or are we going to see what this is?
Well,
might
that is
have-
a question for next week.
Mm-hmm.
We should defend
It's
the town one last time.
horn, thunder. Horn, thunder.
Well, same
Didn't
time.
the storm
Thunder
giants have
Okay.
horns?
I think it'd be best if we just, let the people die.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. And with that, we will call it a week. So don't forget, we have our fundraiser next Saturday. This Saturday, sorry.
Yep.
Saturday, it's coming up. Don't forget, we also have 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We have
7 o'clock Friday.
Friday night. We also have, sometimes a Thursday night, we have our game at 9 o'clock. And then we have, this game will pick back up on Sunday. I would also like to point out that on the 10th, we should have a lot more information. The GUI Kickstarter is a go. So we will definitely have some more
Nice.
information on the GUI Kickstarter
Nice.
for you in the coming days ahead. If you haven't had a chance to check out GUI Cube, go to GUICube.com and check them out. At least peruse what they have. They've got some great stuff, great art with their pictures, their books, their stories. I can't really say enough about the product, so please go check them out. And like I said, when the Kickstarter comes in, jump on that. Get some good stuff out of it. Exactly. I will let you know when I know. So, with that, everyone have yourselves a good week. Please remember we're all in this adventure together. So, as always, please follow the golden rule.
There's also TsunamiCon coming up.
And when is that?
That is the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th of November.
All right. So, is that going to be virtual or is that going to be in person?
TsunamiCon is all virtual, online, and almost more than half is free.
Okay. So, y'all take care and good night, and we'll see you next time.